Alright, we can shut off that song. What up, cheese? Hi, song. It's time to play video game. What up, Sparks? So, I'm back. It was a little rough recently, but also pretty good. So for those who also are not in the know, as it were, I did actually get into bartending school. So like that's pretty fucking dope. I'm super excited. Downside was that family really could not care less and actually kind of talked down about it. Like incredibly talked down. So, I'm gonna be honest, I got super hyper depressed yesterday. Thank you for the hydrate, appreciate it. I got like hyper depressed yesterday because I was hoping that there was gonna be like some stuff, like some encouragement, some positivity. No, it was just constant negativity. Constant negativity. I don't think I bought the right thing. I don't know if I did buy the right thing last time or not, because I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to click shop. Let's try that again. But yeah, I just was so fucking done yesterday. Like, I just wanted some support, and didn't happen. So, wasn't the best one. Okay, so she is pleased with herself. Okay, cool. I got a few things I gotta talk about with this game, because I was doing some research, just because I wanted to make sure I got all the achievements and everything. And so far we're doing good. So far we're on a good pace and everything. Still haven't spoiled myself on really anything, other than the fact that there are secret characters in the game, and I know where they're from. That's something that, because I was looking up to see if there was any like direct references or anything, like Jamie with Adam Jensen from Deus Ex. It looks like that they're like kind of like some stuff taken from. I didn't look too hard into it, but I did find that a game that I've had since it launched was made by the same company who made Valhalla, and there's actually an insane secret that connects the two games, but I'll get to that in a bit. Let's go to work on day 14. Good evening. Hey, Jill. Gil's in the back sorting an ingredient shipment, and I got things to do. The dog's in charge, okay? Bye. What? Wait, the dog what? Okay, first order, pet me. No. Pet me. No. I'm in charge, and I want you to pet me. Of course. And as always, y'all, I really like the song. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey, Jay. Won't pet you. You'll pet me sooner or later. They all do. Won't. Will. You called? You said Will, not Gil. Ah. Who the hell is Will? Nobody. Don't be rude with poor Will. There's no Will. Do you need me to psych you up then? Shut up. Who, me or Will? Screaming noises. Gosh. Dang it, Rad Sheba. Why? You go back to whatever you were doing. Alright. And you stand by. Only if you pet me. Go. The fuck just happened? Well, aren't we spirited today? Welcome to Valhalla. Virgilio? Why do you sound so weirded out? You didn't show up with a bombastic soliloquy. Well, putting up an act can be tiring, you know. So it's all an act then. Wasn't it obvious? I guess. Would you mind getting me a Bleeding Jane? Sure. Virgilio wants a Bleeding Jane. Okay, so Virgilio's acting different. That's a little weird. That's, very weird. What's going on? Bleeding Jane. Yes, this is just the thing. So, tired of putting on an act. Care to explain? It's a long story, and I'd honestly rather not talk about it right now. Fair enough. What made you change your mind, though? Well, for one thing, it's safer for me now. While the pompous buffoon act was mostly a way to avoid raising suspicion. Safer? There's a word that's been losing meaning lately. Wait, that was your way of avoiding suspicion? Yes. You do know how weird that sounds, right? It sounds weird? You try not to raise suspicion, but you act in a bombastic manner that screams you're there. and everyone dismisses the fool as a buffoon and moves on. Eh? I mean, you might be right if I were talking about hiding myself, but I'm avoiding certain crowds of people. Yes, my behavior might call everyone's attention, but then everyone just decides I'm harmless and disregards me. And depending on how erratic my actions are, I become harder to read, giving me yet another layer of enigma. Well, congrats, no offense, but I fell right into your plan. I just dismissed your actions as those of a fool and moved on. You completely fooled me. Thanks. Say, can you give me something spicy? Sure. Mars Blast is 170, Bleeding Jane's 200. Bloom Light, which is 230. Okay. Interesting. Here. Aren't you fascinated by spiciness? What's spicy for humans might not be spicy for other animals. Hell, what's toxic for us might not be for other creatures. Do you like spicy things, bartender? I don't mind them, I guess, but I'm not really a fan. That neutral stance is actually weird to come across. Everyone either loves spicy things or hates them with passion. Do you like it? Lots, not only in regards to painfully spicy things, but also the way mild or slight spice adds to a meal. I've always had this dream of opening a curry stand. As things are, I might actually pursue that dream. Let me know if you do. I haven't had curry in ages now. Hey, bartender. Call me Joe. I wanted to apologize. You put up with me all this time without lashing out. I should apologize for my behavior, and thank you at that. Don't worry, I actually feel like I was too rude to you last time you came. Granted, you came at a really bad time, but I should be the one apologizing. You're a client, after all. Well, don't. I'm actually surprised that nobody else had violently lashed out at me yet. You're making me curious as to who you really are, though. Is Virgilio even your real name? It might be and might not. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a magnet for people who hide their identities and sordid pasts. Gil, Jamie, you... did you say something? Just rambling. Pay me no mind. Now that I think about it, how did you find this bar? I was avoiding some chaps and came to this alley. Again. Again? In my time here, I've heard avoided people ended up here enough times to make me believe that the original owner built the bar here thinking about the runaway public. You make me sound like a criminal. You're not helping. The expression runaway doesn't just mean people escaping the law, though. We've had people avoiding stalkers or solicitors. I've seen people more shocked by an insistent salesman than a shitty figure. Maybe because the salesman is a more active predator? I don't know. A troublesome part of the city, right? Near the shopping district. Let them know there's a bar and they'll come. Sorry, I should stop rambling to myself so much. I don't mind it. Do you think I'm sort of criminal, though? Okay, so... what Virgilio's saying and doing makes sense. If you act like a fool in public and act like an idiot, some people will pay you mind just to be like, that guy is kind of stupid. But at the same time, they'll be like, oh, well, we don't need to worry about him. He's just kind of weird. And then, like, shrugs him off. So, like, it makes sense. At the same time, though, like... I don't know. I feel like it's just completely overdone. I'm still not the biggest fan of him, but we'll see. Like I said, you're not helping. But for all I know, you might be the buffoon I've seen the other days. In any case, can I get something bitter here? On it. Virgilio wants something bitter. Sunshine Clouds 150, Gut Punch, nope. Pile Driver 160, Pile Driver still 160. A Suplex is also 160, but a Grizzly Temple, that's what we want. Let's go. Here. This works. Do you like coffee, Miss Bartender? As weird as it may sound from a smoking bartender, no, I don't. Well, I get it. It's not for everyone. That cat boomer the other day. What about her? Still scared of her? Not really, but she looks so familiar. Maybe you're mixing her up with another cat boomer. Weirdly enough, Virgilio and Stella seem to know each other. I don't know why. No, that's not it. It's like the bandage girl last time. Even with the bandages, there's just something really familiar about her. Maybe you need to stop thinking about it. Answers usually come to you when you stop stressing out. You might be right. Well, I leave you for now, Bartender. Thanks for everything. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hello, Mr. Detective. Hey, it's Art! This guy! I've grown to like him. And here we are, another mute person wandering into the bar. Anything he can get you? Gut punch. Okay. Gut punch for the silent detective. Here. Oh, you got it right. So what's up now? A bit of holiday blues, you could say. So you celebrate Mega Christmas? Why wouldn't I? You looked more like a Festivus kind of guy. Why does everyone keep saying that? It's because of the scarf. It's fully because of the scarf. Well, Festivus is a celebration going against the capitalist madness that is Mega Christmas. And you know, cheapskate. If you have something to say, say it. I'll refrain. Although now that I think about it, holiday blues is not really tied to a specific celebration. Just the season. A season of consumerist craze. Mega Christmas is just a mockery of what the real Christmas once was. I mean, the season has slowly become enslaved to the corporations over time. Holiday spirits could only be manipulated so much. But then came that Turbo Male guy. He started a yearly tradition of dressing up like Santa in the ring. Turbo Male? That can't be his ring name. It is. Really? Such a tacky name was accepted? His partner was Buster Master, and his rival was Dr. Christmas. Max. Techie names were not the problem. Max Christmas. Oh my gosh. What a fucking craze, dude. Also, moving the curtain. I mean, I knew there was a wrestler that dressed as Santa every year. I also knew that the guy became insanely popular and the stunt got out of control. And of course, that the part everyone sings about. Santa became Nega Santa thanks to the Redmond family. Nega Santa sees the error of his ways and becomes the mighty Mega Santa, naming the holiday Mega Christmas. And then every company jumped on the bandwagon and Christmas was Mega Christmas before anyone noticed. So you're telling me that the guy who somehow managed to rename the holiday went by the ring name Turbo Male? Yup. That makes the whole holiday sound like a joke. The holiday is a joke. And you're telling me you don't celebrate Festivus? No I don't. Do you know what kind of people celebrate Festivus? The kind that's so lame and bland that they can only talk about how they're better because they celebrate Festivus. Like those jerks who only eat nuke and think they're better than everyone else. People eat nukes in the future? How the fuck do people eat nukes in the future? It's kind of crazy. I see. Anything else I can get you? Give me a fringe weaver, will you? Sure. Let's get him a fringe weaver. Man, everyone's just giving us some really easy stuff today. Here. Right, thanks. So any issues with the city lately? What's the word on the street? Shouldn't I be asking that? There's nothing new, really. The lynchings of the White Knight stopped, so there's that. Really? Something about the armor. I haven't gotten much on that one yet. All in all, the bandits following the attack on the bank seems to have settled down a bit. That's good to hear. Have any other details about the attack emerged yet? All records of whatever happened there have been long deleted. Security cam, system logs, everything was wiped. Whatever happened there has become even more of a mystery now. I wonder if Psy plans on testifying. Does anyone know if Psy went there in the first place? Maybe the wiping of everything actually protects her somehow. Hey Bartender, you okay? Sorry, I got distracted. There's not much to say, really. There's the odd silly rumor here and there. Like the vending machine's tasers malfunctioning and applying more strength. Or that the writer of the last terrain in the world is actually living here as a brain in a jar. But those are the kind of rumors you hear from crackheads. Crackheads might hold that one last piece of info you need, but you also hear crap like that. I see. Anyway, I'm leaving. Happy New Year, Bartender. Please come again. Okay then, no, wait, she's out. Gil, you there? Yeah, taking your break? Let me know if someone comes in. Sweet. Well, that was pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy. Seems like Virgilio wants to make curry, and Art just kind of seems crazy. Things are pretty quiet outside. True. I really like this song! Excuse me, is this the Valhalla bar? It certainly is. Welcome. What can I get you? Hey! Hey! I know who this is. I know who this is. I'm gonna tell you right now that 100% of chat doesn't know who this is. But I know who this is. And not because I, knew about the Easter eggs and everything, but because I've owned the game they're from since it came out. They look so cool. Well, this is a character from a game called 2064 Read-Only Memories. A game that I've owned since it came out because it looked interesting to me, that I have never played. I have never played the game once, but I've looked into the game, I've read about the characters and everything, and from what I understand, that 3 of the characters, for giving them a flaming moi, the 11235 one, the Fibonacci sequence drink, by giving that to certain characters, so we gave one to Kim, we gave one to Alma, and we have one more we actually need to give, but also not give, and I'll go over that because I was looking into it further. All 3 Easter egg characters that appear from the Flaming Moi are from 2064 read-only memories. This person, I'm just gonna tell you their name right now. This was Lexi. And fun fact that I don't think Cube knew about, but I found out just while researching it. Let me tell you guys the actual way you were supposed to figure this all out, okay? This is insane. I'm actually gonna lower the music for this just to explain. I'm gonna shut the music off real quickly. In order to... Can I change this? Nope, never mind. Don't worry about that. In order to figure out legitimately, okay? There is a legitimate way to figure out the Easter egg, and it's insane, but hilarious. You would have to have played 2064 read-only memories, play through the entire game, and just a little thing, I'm not going to spoil anything about the game because I don't know too much, but Dana, boss, in this game, shows up in 2064 read-only memories. Actually does show up. And by talking to Dana, and I guess asking a few things, she explains how she's a bartender and knows how to make a drink called the Flaming Moi, which she gives you the recipe of 11235. In order to figure out how to make the drink for these Easter eggs, you have to play 2064 read-only memories. Or just mess around with the ingredients when you're learning with Gil and just be like, oh shit, I made a drink. So you have to play a completely different game. On top of that, the 3 people you have to give the drinks to is it's interesting. For just making the drink and serving it to somebody successfully, you get Lexi. That's the one I know. We gave it to Kim because Kim didn't really care about like what we gave her, because she was like passed out drunk and everything, or passed out asleep and freaking out and whatnot. But you could give it to anybody, and Lexi's supposed to be essentially an XP of Dana, from what I understand. There are 2 other ones, and I'll tell you guys how to unlock them and how you're supposed to figure out how to unlock them when we get to them. But yeah, in order to figure out how to serve the secret mystery clients, which in this case is Lexi right here, and the 2 others from Read Only Memories, you have to play the game, which I think is really cool. Actually, I'm looking for Lexi! There she is. I'm looking for some stuff. I'll be with you in a second. Don't worry, I'll just have a drink in the meantime. As you can see, they looked pretty much the same. So, you're Jill? You know me? I've been keeping in touch with Dana ever since she left Neo San Francisco. She always talks about you, about her sister, about her friend in Panama, about her sister, and about this dog she picked up from the street. Dog? Yeah, I think she called him Gillian. That can't be right. First I've heard of this dog. Yeah, she told me he had appeared at the door looking very pitiful. And she always talks so happily about how he opens up to people around him. She's even asked me for help finding where he came from. So a dog, huh? Chew! Did you hear something outside? Probably just a dog sneezing. What can I get you? Let's try the Fringe Weaver. On it. Let's get her a Fringe Weaver. Trust me, you guys will actually like characters 2 and 3 a lot more, if I'm being honest. A Fringe Weaver. Seems right, thanks. Ugh, sorry, my office is a mess, so I can't let you in right now. I'll just go buy some. Take your time. This is the first time I've seen her get excited about someone. Well, I guess it's been almost 7 or 8 years since I last saw her. She had a brief stint with me at the Neo San Francisco Police Department. Huh, another thing to add to the oddly adventurous past of my boss. I can't picture her as a policewoman, though. Well, she was more of a collaborator. Everyone in the department acknowledged her abilities, and she helped us from time to time. She was authorized to come with us, but couldn't act by herself. She didn't have a gun or a badge, but she did have a radio to stay in touch. And I'm not gonna lie, she was one of the best backup partners I've had over the years. She once took down a band of punks with nothing but a loaf of bread. Also, yeah, I believe all of this is referencing read-only memories. So when we get to playing the game, because it's gonna be when, not if, we're gonna find about the time that Dana beat up a bunch of people with a loaf of bread. A loaf of... Yep, sounds like boss. She requested that the next loaf had sesame seeds, something about it hitting hotter. So her penchant for swinging bread loaves like swords is not just some weird habit. And how did she end up with the police staff of all places? Her old league, the Grand Slam Fighters, was fighting against the NSFW. Not safe for work. NSFW. I was there because I needed to ask the owner of the league a couple of questions. But then a fight broke out. Many drunkards joined the fray not too long after. I was going to start evacuating the place, but before I knew it, she had already subdued the troublemakers. I asked for help with the rest of the case. One thing led to another. Oh. I was afraid that she might have become involved as an alternative to jail time. Nah, she's not that kind of girl. So you came all the way here for a visit? I'm in the middle of some investigations, actually. I don't think the Neo San Francisco police have any say in what happens here. Nah, I'm not in the police anymore. Just a simple private investigator. If you came all the way here on a case, you can't be just a simple private investigator. Fair enough. You wouldn't by chance have heard about a group called the Swamp Spiders, would you? Or Swamp Spiders, would you? First I hear that name, sorry. Don't worry. Say, let's try this. Sugar Rush. Sure, let's give Lexi a Sugar Rush. Excuse me. Here, yeah, this is what I've heard about. Alright, fuck it, let's just hit a bar and chill. Boss, you own a bar. Doctors don't diagnose themselves, Jill. I guess you're right. Wait, is she? Calm down, you don't need to overdo it. We're not dating anymore. I'll let that sink in. I'll let that sink in. What up, Zaroff? How's it going? So, something else about the, so weirdly enough, King Cheese accidentally hit on this, and I had to do more research because, once again, if you guys know me and the games I play, I like doing a lot of research, at least as far as not spoiling myself, but wanting to learn more about the game I'm about to get into. That way, at least I have some idea of, like, kind of what to expect, as well as making sure that there's not any NSFW stuff, so I have to blur out stuff. I can tell with Shoujo. Anyway. Every game that Sukuban Games has made, I think it's Sukuban Games in this case, every single game they have made, all of their characters, or I'm sorry, not all, majority of their characters are not straight. Most of the side characters are either bi, with like some straight, such as Alma in this case. But the main character is usually bi or gay. Good evening, War. How's it going? I think in this game the only characters that are known to be straight are just Alma. Gil, you don't actually know, at least as far as I understand. And present my age, Cheese could be right. Yep, correct. Correct, Cheese. But yeah. So if I recall correctly, Dana is actually gay, because in the main game, Lexi is gay. Wait, she what? I was bored, she was lonely, we gave it a try, it didn't work, broke up after less than a week. Huh. What didn't work? She was too uptight. She was too Dana. Too Dana. On our first date, she got her head stuck in a bucket. Dinner became a night in a hardware store getting the thing off. Oh, too Dana, yeah, I get it. Anyways, I haven't seen you in person in a long time, and you have to leave before New Year's. I don't want to make a mess. Don't try too hard. Seriously, don't. You'll make a mess. Let's just go outside and drink, Cassie. I came all the way here to drink Cassie. I have Cassie at home. Hey, this stuff is like caviar here, thanks to the import rates. I'll take your offer then. You go ahead while I grab some ice. Okay. A pleasure to meet you, Jill. Please come again. Hey, boss. Yeah? Lexi said something that got me thinking. The relationship? No, you got me curious. Do you swing that way, boss? Cuteness knows no boundaries. Right. Anyway, what got me thinking is that she thinks Gil is a dog. She does? Yeah, when you talk about him, she thinks you're talking about a dog. Gil is patrolling nearby with Nacho and the other dog. This'll be fun. Just don't overdo it. Feeling lonely? That voice. Did you miss me? I got an achievement. Hello. You're from the beginning. And you're also the girl who was in here earlier. What? Why are you here? Anna? Hey Joe, long time no see. Really long time no see. Seriously, feels like it's been over a year since I last saw you. I was planning on visiting you last week, but things were pretty heavy back then. So I just waited in the background until the tension wore off a bit. Background is in behind her is a ghost and up here. Earth Joe, I'm talking to you here. If I ignore her, she'll leave. I'm not an unfathomable sense of dread. You can't just ignore me, you know. Julianne Stingray, I'm talking to you. Calm down. Don't fall for her taunts. How did she know my full name, though? I thought your full name was Julianne Natalie Stingray, or did you legally remove the Natalie? Never mind that. Is she reading my thoughts? Yeah, I mean, they're kind of written in the middle of the screen. Fourth wall does not exist. Hard not to see them, actually. Alright, that's it. I'm going crazy. That's such a self-centered way to see the world. You assume that you're crazy because you can't accept that this world could be weirder than you think. As in, yeah, she's just a ghost. This world is amazing because of things you just can't explain. And just because only you experience something doesn't mean it's a lie or that you're crazy. I mean, just look at ASMR. No, I'm pretty sure that's what a crazy person would say in this scenario. You acknowledge me? Shit. That's good. I'm not serving you anything. What? Why? Last time you came, I had to clean the drinks I served you off the floor. Don't be like that. The drinks were also paid for with my money. I don't know how you did it, but that set any and all plans I had for the rest of the week off balance. I was gonna buy some curry with the money I had to put up for those drinks. Dog duty done. I know we have slow days, but for God's sake. You okay? You look angry. I'm fine. Good job out there. I'm back. Ah, boss, what happened? Meeting cut short. At least I drank the the bottles. Are you okay? You look distraught. I'm fine. So they really can't see you. I mean, you're right in front of them. And you're wearing jeans under a skirt. Who is Anna? Literally, who is this girl? Why? Just why? To annoy people, of course. Is that a new trend? What does she think she's doing? Everyone feels like it's not quite right. Everyone thinks they should call you out. But they can't bring themselves to do it because it's not that wrong. There are things like spats after all. It's uncannily right. Not all that wrong, and they can't stop staring. Not like anyone other than me could see it, though. They could see it if they wanted to. Jill, you're making an awful lot of faces there. You okay? Yeah, just remembering stuff. Man, I miss not being crazy. Boss, I'm leaving early today. And you stay here. You stays where? Crap, did I just... You have to be the first person I've met who mixes their inner and outer voice. I thought I saw one of the dogs near the counter, sorry. Oh, okay. Can I leave a bit earlier today? Sure, thanks for taking care of the fort. What about me? You haven't left yet. I'll thank you when you leave. That's not what whatever. Flawless service! Tips. Here's something in case you feel lonely today. Oh, boss cares about us. Rent's due on the 30th. Please make sure your account has necessary $10,000. We have to have $7,000. Jill just watched Night of the ID Snatchers. Buy a poster of it. Will prevent her from getting too distracted. There's cats in the heat outside. I have blue balls if I still had any. Damn. Boom. Bought it. Looking at the poster, Jill managed to get Gabby off her mind, even if just for a little bit. Sweet. Dana's best boss? True. Alright, let's check this out. This one. Sounds cute. For nerds, maybe. Yuri, new season. It's finally here. I can't believe I'm alive for this day. Thank you, base god. All boards reported. What are the boards, you idiot? Nice. More stupid robots. Wait, bots. YY gets new season, but the actual best YY is still up in the air. My internet service gets cut off tomorrow because I can't afford it anymore. Wake me up. Get a job, you stupid neat. Oh god, here we go. Prepare hot cocoa, sit in comfy couch, put on favorite Maggie Christmas sweater, see snow falling outside, turn on the heater, get my blanket, watch glorious YY, and fall asleep when it ends. I'm comfy. I wish I was as comfy. I have work tomorrow. Enjoy the viewers for me, endanger you. Then we've already said that. And Augmented Eye! Paper Please vibes here? Yeah, definitely not. Vastly different games. I've played Papers, Please, and it's a... Is she a game developer? She's many things. Biker gang arrested after vandalism during protests. Members of one of the largest biker gangs in the Motor City sector were arrested after the group's leader and her entourage were found at the site of a protest last Friday. Their leader, commonly known in the streets as Christmas Love, declared to the press that they were unjustly arrested and that her gang was only there to defend protesters from the White Knights. They're afraid of us. They know they can't take us down in the streets, so they use protesters as a shield, and we have no option but to surrender, Love told AE during a phone conversation. They're currently detained and waiting for trial. The formal charges are unknown so far. Parliament discusses anime influence. Ah yes, important topics and all. Hooray! Good job, Parliament! During an unusual meeting held at Parliament today, delegates discussed the effects of anime on the population. It's nothing but filth! Trash! A representative from the Workers' Party yelled during the meeting. If I could choke every single writer and animator out there, I'd do it. I'd choke them with my own enhanced hands. Several anime studio heads have responded to the news. I think they would ban it if it wasn't bringing so much money into the local market, Yamake, a producer, told the Augmented Eye during a phone interview. I do agree that anime is trash, but I'll save the genre. You can trust me. Taylor the Brain, tired of name change requests. Taylor! A couple of weeks ago, we wrote about Taylor, one of the brains of the Sola Anima project. One of the highlights from the interview that was unfortunately stripped from the finished version was a stray comment about how many people asked Taylor to change their name to Brian on a regular basis. I know people try to be funny, but I won't change my name for a punchline, Taylor told the AE team. I like the name Taylor. There's nothing wrong with Brian, it just won't be part of a joke. My life was worth more than that. Taylor is currently looking at their chances of becoming a senator in the upcoming electoral season. Thanks, Zara. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Appreciate it. Alright. Day 15. Time to go to work. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Okay. That was weird. Good evening. Hey, Jill, let's have a New Year's party this Saturday. Isn't that a bit soon? Why? Did someone famous get killed at New Year's party? No, I mean, never mind. Sure, I'm in for it. Great. And Gil? He's coming too. I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do. Hey. No, I mean, where is he? He was escorting a client of his to the station. He should be back any second now. Back. See? So you're coming to the New Year's party too, Gil? And it's not like I have anything else to do, so... I told you. We're depressing people. Oh yeah, the kid from the other day, Gabby, I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note, Gabby? Let's see. First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior before. I was still hurt by my sister's death, and it wasn't fair to take out all the stress on you, let alone put the blame on you. And so it feels weird to ask this of you after how I treated you, but I really want to talk to you. I want to catch up, to chat for a while, to do what you were doing with me before I lashed out. I want to understand this freedom you talked about and the fear that drove you to a fight with my sister. I'll go back to the bar on the 31st. I won't take much of your time. If you don't want to see me after all that, I understand. Please, I really want to talk to you. Gabby. Wow, that girl has a big vocabulary. She was always a smart one. The 31st is written in different handwriting. Oh yeah, she asked me when you would be here and relatively free, so I told her about the party. I also assumed you'd say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea, now I think about it. But boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party. What? Why? Because I really don't want to face Gabby again. Now it's coming back to me. What drove me to never go back and apologize after all these years? Fear and shame. Shame because I know I made a hideously stupid mistake, and it's painful to face your mistakes. Very true. Somebody who has made quite a few mistakes in his life. True. And fear of what they might say. With Lenore, we never broke up formally, so I was always afraid that if we were to meet again, she'd break up with me. And I don't want Gabby to tell me that she hates me to my face. That's interesting. So, let me get this straight. That's why that Jill keeps saying girlfriend, but then having to change it to ex-girlfriend, because they never formally broke up. Okay. So there's that. But the fact of, like, not ever getting an answer, I mean, I can understand that. Like, I don't know how many people can relate to this, but there have been times where I have, like, a specific question, right? Or, like, there's, like, some situation going on, and in the back of your mind, you get the idea that you know how it's going to end if you try to bring it up. You know what's going to happen, but you just don't want to, so you just avoid it for as long as you possibly can, and just hope for the best. But sometimes it doesn't work out too well. And you have to face the music eventually. Lenore was in the right to break up with me, and Gabby is in the right to hate me. But I don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that, and... Jill, you idiot! Eh? You're thinking backwards. Didn't the letter say she wanted to understand you? If you bail out on this, she will hate you. Not only that, but you're getting a new chance here. Do you want to live the rest of your life running from another memory? Didn't you just say to Armitage that you hated feeling like that? Armitage? Titty hacker. Alma, right. I don't know what happened when you fought with that girl's sister, but now you have a chance to make amends. And not only that, you have us watching your back. So I want you to think about this. One day of fear or a lifetime filled with regret. Which one do you pick? Yeah, you're right. I hate a feeling like that. I won't run away this time. Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there if need be. Hey, boss. Thanks. That's what friends are for. Yeah. Anyways, let's start the day. Jukebox time! Ladies and gentlemen, say it with me. I really like this song! Time to mix drinks and change lives. Seriously though, it's the second note that has stirred such feelings in me. Second one? 2 weeks ago I got another note in the mail. This one is from Lenore. Was that the envelope you took away from me in a panic? Yup. You haven't opened it? Why not open it with Gabby? You're facing one fear, might as well face the other. Maybe. Don't push her, Chief. I'm not, I just know she's capable of doing all that. I'll go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need anything. Keep it up, Jill. Thanks. Happy holidays! Someone's happy. We held a party for the staff and their children. You should have seen the faces of those kids receiving gifts. Nabbing that Santa suit at the last minute the other day was totally worth it. Santa dresses seem to have been popular this year. I heard they were sold out in most places. There was this weird shortage of Santa suits, but luck was on my side this year. Sorry for that outburst. Why, aw, blushing Stella. Why, you looked happy and I felt happy too. You shouldn't hide your happiness. Anyway, can you give me a cobalt velvet, please? Sure. Cobalt velvet for Stella. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the rocks mix. Here. Thanks. Are you meeting with Sai today? She should be here in a bit. She told me she wanted to drink here, and since I was coming here too. Sadly, I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run. How has she been lately? She's better. Her wounds have been healing really nicely. If only she stopped scratching at her bandages so often. What about her eye? Eye? Oh, hers. Sorry. Ahem. It'll take longer to heal, but as long as it's kept clean, there should be no problem. But to be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had depressive bouts from time to time. And who can blame her? Her life changed completely. The job she loved no longer exists. She was used as a disposable pawn in the whole bank affair. I'm afraid it will all make her go back to her old ways. Old ways? There was a rough spot when Sai was a teen. Her mom's clinic was about to close, then her biological father, who was an asshole, showed up. Man, why are guys always assholes? This has been a running theme, not just in the games I've been playing, but like the past 2 weeks in my life, guys have been assholes. Like, obscene assholes. The only, like, other than people in my community and like good friends of mine, like Dojin Cube and Boppet and like Crazy in them and Legal, like, most of the other guys that like I know about usually are kind of assholes. I'm not saying anyone in my community is an asshole. This is all stuff like outside. Like, I'm talking when I went to go pick up pizza the other day. And I went to go pick up pizza. There was a guy who was very clearly checking out a married woman. It was pretending to text. I saw him take a picture. And it's like, what a fucking asshole, dude. I'm bad in confrontation, so of course I don't say anything, but it was fucked up. And the teachers at her school didn't help. Sai is not a slow learner by any means, but her way of learning stuff is different. She needs equivalences to things she knows. You need to get a bit in her mindset. Once you get this, she's a fast learner, but schools don't have that kind of patience. They basically branded her a failure. She even dropped out. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. She's always been against being labeled as special or different. Anyway, Sai was totally different during that period. Foul-mouthed, short-fused, always frowning, the total opposite of how she is nowadays. From time to time, I see that old look cross her face and it scares me. Aw, the tear. You're comparing her to her teen self, though. People mature. Maybe she'll show signs from time to time, but I bet Sai knows better than to go back to that. I hope so. Give me something cold and sweet, will you? Sure. Cold and sweet? I think I've heard that one before. Sweet. Nope. 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 Moonblast is 180. Moonblast it is. Yeah. Guys can absolutely be assholes. Here. Thanks. This is the kind of stuff Sai asked for, you know? Now that you mention it. You know, back when Sai reappeared, it seemed that she came here first. Oh yeah, she told me that. Glad she found a familiar face after all that chaos. Did she tell you we had a talk at the back of the bar? You did? Well, it's nothing that important, but she was devastated, you know? She was afraid, tired. It hit me quite hard, not only after seeing her covered in bandages, but also after seeing her so cheerful before. I guess I should be thanking you then. You what? When I met her with her, she told me you calmed her down quite a bit. I did? I'm guessing with all that was going on, the desire to not worry me weighed on her. It's happened before. So it's good there was someone else for her to share her stress with. Thanks. Sure. I don't think I did anything noteworthy, but sure. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? I mean, the streets are not exactly safe, and a cat boomer is sure to become a target. Well, I have my security staff with me at all times, so there's no problem. Yeah, isn't there the bodyguard outside, Big Buster Boy? I can catch up on some stuff. No worries, Sparks. Take it easy. Besides, this part of the city is comfier. Come again? Sure, uptown is cleaner and maybe more secure, but it's also too sterile. Around here, you can actually feel the warmth of the people. You feel there are people living. I especially like going to a busy food stand. I feel warmth there that uptown doesn't have. It's also easier to talk to people. You finally came. It's Sai! Welcome. Look at her! She's back! Hooray! If you try to talk to someone in the upper part of the city, they'll either shrug you off or flat out ignore you. People around here are a bit wary, but they're also more likely to talk to you. Not that things aren't nice there, though. Can I get you something? I feel like having a beer. Make that too. But I just want one. I'm asking for one for me, adding one to your total order. Oh, that, right. 2 beers for the girls. You'd think I would memorize this at this point, because I've made so many beers for people in this game. Here, thank you. Thanks. Sai! You should have seen the kids after you left. They were all playing with the toys you picked. You nailed it again this year. They're all asking, where's Sai? Where's Sai? Why do they call you just Sai when they call me Auntie Stella? I don't look that old. Don't worry, they still like you. Sorry I had to leave, but Mom worked overtime that night and I couldn't leave her alone. What happened? Well, there were fireworks, and some dog thought it would be safe to hide in a jar. The little guy managed to get his head and paw inside before getting stuck. It was plastic, so they couldn't just try to break it. That's messy. She needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fellow was scared. Well, I'm out. Oh yeah, we'll have a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come. Sure, it's better than depressing myself with my dad's woes about the next fiscal year. I'll be here. Bye, Jill. Bye, Sai. Careful. Please come again. Want to come too? I'd love to. I'll also make up for not coming last time. How was the party? Yeah, pretty nice. We played Truth or Dare. Had some fun, broke some glasses. Ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food is ridiculous compared to the number of people who were there. Better leftovers than left hanging, don't you think? Yeah. Can I get you something? Let's try something classy. Okay. Something classy. Oh, sorry. Type. Classy drinks. Bad Touch is 250. Brandini's 250. Cobalt Velvet's 280. I think we have a winner. We have a winner. Cobalt Velvet. Something classy. Yep, this is the thing. Stella came in quite cheery about Sunday. This Sunday? Oh yeah. Well, you know, her birthday is actually the 25th. Really? There's a weird story from when she was a kid. She heard Mega Santa's story and somehow she got it into her head that being born on the 25th, she was the spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa that made her start giving out gifts like crazy. She got over it, but the gifting stuck to her. I am the reincarnation of Santa Claus. I am going... That's hilarious. I am the reincarnation of Santa Claus. I will give you all the gifts. All the gifts entirely. Jesus. Spiritual reincarnation. Well, the story says the Redmond family destroyed Santa's spirit, and that Mega Santa was reborn as a manifestation of the Christmas spirit. She thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. And that girl was delusional as a kid. Huh. Speaking of things you did when you were young, Stella mentioned she's worried about you going back to your old ways. Something about a rough period when you were angry or something. Oh, that. It's sweet that she's worried, but I won't go back to those days just like that, though. Even if I face the same situation, I'm more mature, you know? I'm not a teen anymore. Expected as much, told her as much. Hey, can you get me something bubbly? Sure. Something bubbly for a bubbly girl. Bubbly drinks. It's gonna be the Cobalt Velvet again, because that's one of the most expensive. Yeah, it is. Hey, you want something bubbly? Here's the same drink I just gave you before. Here, bubbly, bubbly. Hey Jill, want to know how Stella got her eye? Huh? I feel you shouldn't tell me that. She told you my story means she likes you enough. It's fine. Remember when I told you one night saved me from another? Well, it's about the other one. Apparently, he was running away after doing something. I don't know. We were at the park and he held us hostage. At one point, they tried to approach and he just... He gouged Stella's eye out. Jesus Christ. Some of the White Knights are fucking assholes. Jesus. I tried to stop him, but he just went and kicked me. I still remember that kick. I could feel my ribs breaking. There's pain in places I didn't know I could feel pain. From time to time, I still relive that day. The kick in my torso, Stella's screams, it's chilling. I briefly regained consciousness after the kick when I felt like I was being lifted. The White Knight that attacked us was on the floor, not moving. I was on another White Knight's shoulder. He took his helmet off and put it on an anguished Stella. I passed out, and when I came to, I was in a hospital. Oh. Oh. Oh, I just realized something. I just got goosebumps, but like the good kind of goosebumps? Who wants to take a guess about what I just figured out? Would you just realize? I have a guess. I have a theory. I should have pieced this together so much longer ago, but I have a theory. Remember how Virgilio thinks that Sai and Stella look familiar? I think Virgilio is the White Knight that saved Sai and Stella when they were kids. And he was acting a fool because he came into the bar right after the White Knight decree happened where they were trying to slaughter White Knights. And he's essentially acting a fool so that way he wouldn't be figured out as a White Knight. I think that's the reason they're connected. Because he was the one who saved their lives. Apparently the kick ruptured a couple of organs and I was put on emergency care. I woke up because Stella was punching my leg telling me to wake up. Damn. Just damn. What made you bring this up? I bring this up because that guy that was here last time I came here, I think he's the one that saved us. Told you! Fucking told you! Wow, the game even told. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. It's Virgilio. No fucking way. Virgilio? Really? What made you think that? Sure, more pounds and years, but I'm pretty sure it's him. There's something about his face I just can't dismiss. I'd like to see him again. Do you know how? Do you know the Steampunk Museum? Ask for Virgilio there. Gotcha. Well, I'm done for today. Thanks, Jill. Please come again. I'll go take my break, Gil. Sure. It totally is! That's so cool! Alright. Goddamn, Cube is right, and I hate when people are right. Fuck! Virgilio's the one who saved him. Wonder if left food for foray. Probably did. That's actually pretty cool. Reminiscence. I really like the song! Okay, I'm here. Aw, Dorothy. Dorothy's sad. Dorothy? You won't get through the bar anytime soon. You can stop walking. Aw. Wow, sad music for Dorothy. Honey. You want something? The usual, I guess. Usual. I wonder what's wrong with her, though. Well, we know it's a piano woman. I've committed that one to memory. Here. This is nice. 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 Nice? Okay, you're freaking me out. What's up with you? Hey, honey, how do you know what's real? How so? I mean, how do you know if what you see is an actual thing? How can you tell if what you see around you is actually happening? What tells you everything is not actually a fabrication? Is this the Matrix? Are we in the Matrix now? What tells me I'm not just a simulation in a computer? And those ponderings brought you to the bar. You are a simulation in a computer, but we're not going to tell you that because I don't think the fourth wall can be broken the opposite way? Not possible? I don't know. What? Oh, I'm in the bar. Am I? Dorothy? So you're having a solipsistic crisis of sort. What the fuck? What? Exactly. I've never heard that word before. Solipsism, the theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist. See, that's another thing right there, that word. Solipsism. What does it even mean? Where the hell did it come from? Well, solus means alone, and ipsis means self. That's fair. Yeah, but how did it come to be? Do you expect me to believe that a lot of people just randomly decide to make noises? And decide, hey, let's make this noise mean this? It doesn't make sense. Words don't make sense. I've been repeating words for a long time, and they've stopped making sense. Why? Calm down. That's just semantic satiation. Stop making up words, honey. And then there's this counter. How can I be sure the counter is really here? It is. Please stop tapping it. Hold on, just making sure. I should make her a drink. At the very least, I'll have something to throw at her. I'm giving you rum! Stop tapping the counter so much. I'm this close to throwing this at your face. Sorry. So let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this existential crisis? Since earlier today, I think. I was remembering the good times I had with my guardian. But I don't know. It was all too sudden. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. How much fun I was having, how much I loved everyone around me. And out of nowhere, the thoughts started piling up in my mind. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. Sorry, that was a wrong song. That was a song I heard after eating a mushroom at some point. It was really weird. If anyone understands that reference, kudos to you. What is fun? Are those feelings real? Is all of this real? Am I real? What tells me I'm actually in a body? What if I'm just some computer somewhere thinking it has a body? What if I'm just a human girl in a comatose dream? What tells me that you're real? Eh? For all I know, I might just be a figment of someone's imagination. Or even just an AI simulation to some computer that thinks it's human. I've been there, Dorothy. That existential doubt and crisis, that uncertainty about whether or not things are real. It was a couple of months only, but I remember having panic attacks and scratching my arm to feel something. But the panic attack gave me a rush of adrenaline, so I couldn't feel the scratch and the fear got worse. What did you do to get over it? Oddly enough, I read a book. The Last Reign in the World, one of my favorites. At one point I cried with the book and I realized I was crying over fake things, a story and its characters. I didn't care less for them because they were fake. Why not think of reality like that too? Even if I'm a figment of someone's imagination, I'd still care about you. That's what I told myself, at least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me. Yeah, I like it. Hey, can I take this drink? I made it for you. Thanks. Okay, then. Dorothy's a little bit weird. Phew! Why did you throw it on your head? You feel something you made. And? It burns and itches a bit. I'll get you a towel. Delivery for Dana's... Oh, I've been here before. Hey, it's Mario! Mr. Mario, welcome back. This guy! This guy! I have a delivery for Dana Zane. Who's that? She's my boss. I'll get it for her. Right. Sign here, please. It's a big package. I wonder what's inside. You should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated. Let's see. It's a wiener. Oh, God. Is it a dildo? A really big wiener. Hey, honey. The big package had a big wiener inside. What will your boss do with such a thing? I don't know. She'll cook it. Perhaps she'll chop it? Honey, seems the wiener is too big to eat. Oh, God. Alma's the cutest character in the game. But Dorothy is the perviest, and I love it. Oh, Dorothy's a great character. God, all the characters in this game are great. Virgilio is growing on me, and it makes me mad that Cube's right. Maybe you could prepare some right now? What do you say, honey? Do you want some of your boss's? The answer from Jill is definitely yes. Seriously, Jill? She's the one making the jokes. And you're the one trying not to laugh too hard at them. Anyway, we all know if we dare cook this without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. She'll hang me upside down. Hey, Jacket Boy, what's your name? I'm Mario. Come on, Mario, I'll buy you a drink. You might have another delivery, you know. This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer. I'll have a sunshine cloud. And you? I'm fine. Sunshine cloud for Mario. Oh, good old stuff. Here. Thanks. Hey, call me Dorothy. You can also call me Darling for the right amount. Yeah, Dorothy, why did you buy me a drink? Just to let you know, I don't swing that way. What way, Lilum? Ah, he's finally opened up that he's gay. Because he was the one who was trying to be super manly and everything. But then we pretty much, like, told him, no, like, dude, you're fine the way you are. And now I think he's accepting it. I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with liking women, but... Oh, don't worry. I wasn't hitting on you. I was thanking you. Thanking me? Your package let me see Honey here laughing like an idiot. It's easier than you think. That made me happy, and I don't know, it fit in with what she was telling me earlier. I'm more calm than what I answered. Glad to help, I guess. Yeah, I'm really glad Mario's being himself. It's so good. It's good. It's good. Well, duty calls. Bye, Mario. Bye, John. Bye, honey. Enjoy your big wiener. Out with you. She seems like a nice girl. I don't mean for it to sound like I get it, I get it. Don't worry. You like guys. It's clear. Speaking of, you like motorcycles, don't you? I do, yeah. Have you been to the motor district? I spend all my free time in the motor district, actually. Why? Is it true what they say about all the illegal races going on there? You're not a cop, are you? As far as I remember, no. Well, I mean, there are illegal races, but there's also a semi-legal league going on there. Semi-legal? The authorities acknowledge that there's races going on. I don't know what goes on in them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substance abuse. The illegal ones end up being safer in the end. Huh. Have you heard about a biker called Christine Love? Miss Love, of course. Everyone knows who she is. What about her? Is her gang as dangerous as they say? I don't know. Nobody knows. Excuse me? They look intimidating enough, but truth is that nobody has faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one that got beaten to a pulp if they turn out to be what they seem. So our gang is just there, menacingly doing their own thing, not bothering anyone. Oh. Do you want anything else? I'll have a Piano Man. Alright, Piano Man for Mario. No, this is the fact that we've only had to serve Mario twice, right? But, like, we knew that he was a closet gay, that he just wanted to... He was a guy who just wanted to break out of his shell. He was just a guy who wanted to break out of his shell and just enjoy his life and everything. But he thought he had to act manly, and it's like, nah, dude, you chill. It's fine. Yeah, this is nice. This will sound weird, but do you believe in replibots? Replibots? There's the belief that some Lilum out there are designed to perfectly replicate a particular human. That someone or something replaces those humans with such Lilum. Thus, they call them replibots. You know a lot about this. I don't. It's in most magazines nowadays. Well, it's the first time I've heard of it. What about it? On my way here, I almost ran over my neighbor. He just showed up in the middle of the street. And I say almost because he moved really quickly out of the way. Then I went to deliver a package, and somehow my neighbor was there, almost immediately after the whole thing. He was there the whole time. Maybe it was someone that looked like him? He had the same looks, clothes, and mannerisms. Trust me, you know a perfect replica when you see one. And you saw the kid Lilum here. They could easily pass off as humans. There are even Lilum idol singers nowadays whose voices cannot pass off as human. They could be passing off as humans under our very own noses, replacing us little by little. Isn't there a movie about that? I think there's a movie about that. I don't remember, though. At this point in time, I really doubt it. Lilum behavior is a bit different. You can easily tell someone's a Lilum because they seem... How do I put this? They don't care about risk and danger as much as we do. They treat risks with a lot more leniency. Still, be careful. Keep an eye out for uncanny doppelgangers. I'm leaving. Thanks for everything. Please come again. Well, what's your take on the Ripplebot thing? Do you believe in them? Do you? Not really, but I ask you first. When I was in high school, I had this irrational fear of aliens. I was paranoid that they would come. What would I do then? I remember I lost lots of sleep because of it. That doesn't answer my question. Let me finish. After many months of fear, I reached a conclusion that might as well apply here. It's useless to be afraid. I'm but a simple woman. I wouldn't be able to do shit against them. So I'd rather live without being afraid. Because the memories of not being afraid will be my only solace when the Nuvuli crabs invade. Or, I mean, when the Ripplebots come. Jill, are you still afraid of aliens? What part of it's useless to be afraid didn't you catch? Alright. Back, did anything happen? I discovered I have the sense of humor of an 8-year-old. Did anything new happen? Hey! They brought you a package. Ah yes, my curated wiener. It's a gift for my folks. It was delayed in customs, but here it is. You guys want some of it? Dana wants Jill to eat her wiener. That's a new one. Have some pocket money, I'm out of excuses. Flawless service. It's June the 30th. Jill wonders if the Maneki Nekos actually bring luck. Bring one to prevent her from getting too distracted. Become chuckling since yesterday. Pfft, wiener. Maneki Neko! They say they bring luck, but his paw's broken, so I wouldn't trust him. Well, guess what? Maneki Neko, if you watched a specific movie, sometimes aren't that good. Alright. The bar called Valhalla. So I'm full of myself? You are. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone is just as in need, just like me. Anyway, the place is cool, but the bartender could be a bit of a dick. How so? I've never been there, so I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I could take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? Nah, I just heard from the distance. So is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat, I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Okay, smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. Wrong but today. Yeek! The final remaster leads the video game charts. This is the third final this year. The newest remaster of 2016's Yeek, a postmodern RPG, opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku, Hatsune Miku, Project ER Remaster, and Strings Face Remastered. Strings Face. So we have an actual game, I believe, because this is made by one of the companies who made Valhalla. But we also have Hatsune Miku Project, I think it's like Project R or something like that, or something. Steins Gate, which is Sting's Face. Full chart including lifetime sales. Yeek, the final remaster, 3.5 mil new. Hatsune Miku Project Remaster. Sting's Face, Water Pro Wrestling G. Dang it, Ron Paul. Jesus. Woman marries anime pillow. Nobody is actually surprised. Want to marry me? Can't marry your own son. I remember a time where wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces. Thanks to new technologies, the traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain, generic anime hug pillow. Give it the times, Grandma! First space colony plans to develop its own army. Most rapids in space too? Amazing. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes in the past. The first space colony, Sheen Outer Paris, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the outer paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over its population. Ooh. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, day 16. Let's get to it. Good evening. Jill, I'm out to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the door? Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more than when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Jamie's here. Greetings. Hi, Jamie. Bye, Jamie. Anyway, let's start. It's Jamie! Dude, everyone loves Jamie. Everyone loves Jamie. Digital Drive. I love the song. Time to mix drinks and change lives. The guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. Any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yes. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night, but as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity? I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting, so it didn't get far away. Now, give me a Mars Blast. A Mars Blast for the guy who said he wouldn't come back. Twice. Yeah, it's Ingram again. He came back. Here you go. Well, you didn't mess up. Sorry if I may interject. You looking for a fight? Most certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I could fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I could fight dirty. Jill, please, you make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you'd get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try the suplex thing. Right, so let's give Ingram a suplex. Wow, that sounded weird. Here. Good stuff, like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, mister. Call me Jamie, and you are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I need to look for a specific file at... You perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours, you're trapped in bed while horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, and your gums, and your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should've figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure, let's give him a gut punch. Again, that didn't sound right. We also, don't really know too much about Ingram, huh? Here. Yeah, I love these. Looks different from yours, though. I had a couple extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. The rest of the enhancements, were you reconstructed, or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting much-needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Let's come again. Don't count on it. You've said that twice. Shut up! Seemed like a nice guy. Right, I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest of the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day? Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy tires the hell out of me. Hey, it's Alma! Let's go, dude! My favorite character. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood, too. Bad touch for Alma. Here. Chill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So, what put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to the court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump out of the highway. So Eva comes and says, then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. I shouldn't reinforce that behavior. Yeah, Diana is kind of an asshole, let's be real. I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time, we even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing, she had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all of that, I mean the age difference and all. But there was something in particular I still can't forgive. It was a day she invited her friends to the house and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I were her sister. And she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey, it's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. I feel like that's what a lot of people are nowadays, though. To be fair. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she made sure not to fix that impression. Aww. But enough about me, how are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead ex's sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place? Right. Give a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. Brantini. Keep in mind, 8 out of 10 smug assholes would recommend. Excuse me. Whew. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Whew. Oh, it's Anna again. Why is she here? Why is Anna here? Who is Anna? Anyway, she was just in the beginning of the thing, and then now... Oh, whatever. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I could look at right now are those boobs. Fair point. No, just kidding. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after that girl went to college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Shut up! The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held in her high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey Joe, I can lift her sweater. Do you want to see? I bet you want to see. Alright, enough. Enough? Shit. Peace out! I know that girl is you and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she'll be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Okay. Story-wise, true. Anna-wise, I'm now realizing that Anna is essentially, I think, just the horny part of Jill, if I'm being honest. That's what I'm guessing, at least. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right, a beer. Man, I'm going crazy, aren't I? Still don't remember the thing for beer. Dude, I'm about to go to freaking bartending school, and I need to memorize 200 recipes. I'm gonna be kind of at it for a while. Here, thanks. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh, yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law. She got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister, too. I have to leave, but I tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go take my break. Alright. Bruh, you were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. Good old Jamie. Man, all the characters in this game are just so good. Can we just be real? All the characters in this game are great. It's less chilly today. So. Like, I don't think... Okay, besides Virgilio, until we found out that he's the one who saved Stella and Sai, every character's been pretty chill. I like the song! Jill, kid's looking for you. Oh, shit. Hey. Norma. Who is this? Oh, it's this girl! It's this girl! It's the girl who wanted to... who was trying to get free alcohol. She's bad. Oh, that's true! I forgot she was in this game. Yeah, no, Streaming Chan can suck it. Fuck off. Ah, Norma. You. You're back! Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Phew, she thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol. Everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Aw, so responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me, and said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me that it'd be a waste to spend money at a university just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right, I would have been hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a Bleeding Jane, please. On it. Bleeding Jane for Gil. Why does Gil need a Bleeding Jane? What is Gil doing? Thanks. Hey Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I could see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can't I? You're the main character. Dunno. What are you? A cute girl. Alright. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Sure. A beer for Gil. Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me. Let's try. There. Can't see anything. You sure? Well, she's spazzing out, that's for sure. Yep. Oh. Hold on. Sorry, we're gonna reload this. I see what she's talking about. Hold on. Let's do this again, but I'm gonna show you guys what she's doing. So we skip through all this. Bleeding Jane. Okay. So while Jill can't see it, we can. I want you guys to pay attention to the outside box, okay? I want you guys to pay attention to the outside box. There. She actually changed the outside box. Weird. No, but Nobody expects the North Inquisition! Good old Dorothy. No one expects the North Inquisition! Nobody! North Inquisition, North Inquisition, North Inquisition. Ouch, I bit my tongue. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Honey! Hey, Dorothy. Making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. Fluffy dream for Dorothy on the go. Thanks! Oh yeah, before you leave. What, are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be here then! Well, I've got things to do, so... You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe? Take care of Becky, please. Man, she was in a rush. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Please. Let's see, not here. Weird, I swear the tracks led here. This guy! This guy. This is our second character from 2064 Read-Only Memories. Now, once again, I'm going to let you guys know his name before the game tells us, if the game tells us. I don't know. This guy is Tomcat. Just one word, T-O-M-C-A-T. This is Tomcat. He is a hacker. And this one, this is where I'm saying that, like, if you played 2064 Read-Only Memories, we would understand how to actually get this Easter egg. For serving a flaming moi to a hacker, Tomcat will appear. And you would know this because if you played 2064 Memories, you would see that Tomcat and the person we got the second flaming moi to, Alma, are both hackers. So this is why the third character, you guys could probably figure out what type of character the third one's going to be when we serve, quote unquote, the flaming moi. You'll understand. Oh, I'm at a bar. Oh, that's nice. Can I get you something? Let's have a Brantini. Sure, Brantini for the mysterious visitor. I like Tomcat's hair though. Pretty cool. This seems right. And what brought you here? I think it's better if my name remains a mystery for now. The registry says error? Huh. The money's there, but the registry can't display the name properly. Still, what brought you here, mysterious person? I'm following Alice's rabbit's trail. I want to know how deep the hole goes. Trail? The massive leak of White Knight's insider info from 2 weeks ago made it to global news. Curiosity got the best of me, so I started seeking the trail of the transmission. Do you work for someone then? No, you could say it's for fun. Alice Rabbit is quite the urban legend. I wanted to study it. I see. Hey, would you say Alice Rabbit is a person or a group? Excuse me? Well, there's people who say that it might as well be a group instead of just a person. If it could be just a group, it could also be just a symbol. Everyone using the Alice Rabbit moniker could be doing so as a way of staying anonymous while projecting clear intent. I doubt it, though. Why? Alice Rabbit's actions are too consistent. It can't be a group, and if it's a group, it's most likely coordinated by just one person. Everything seems to fit an agenda. The attacks are too consistent and use similar methods. Really? I guess it could be hard for most people to notice beyond the consistent usage of the same bunny avatar. But the way the attacks are executed is always in the same vein. Not that it makes it easier to track, actually. Its tracks only get dimmer and dimmer with each attack. And so you came to check on what might be left behind from that last hacking job. A pilgrimage of sorts, if you will. Say, would you mind giving me a Zen Star? Sure. I know how to make a Zen Star. I lied. Here. Ah, as nasty as I remember. So, what have you found? Can you share? Sure, why the hell not? I'm in a good mood. Well, whoever Alice Rabbit is or are, they spent a lot of time planting seeds all over the city. Seeds? There's traces of the video being streamed from up to 23 different locations. All of them routers from different brands that blew up after the transmission. Every one of them using different ISPs, some even using internet providers from outside the city. There's even traces of programs that hacked into devices, giving it the means to access the network for as long as the broadcast lasted. Apparently, Alice Rabbit also accessed devices early to make sure they don't be turned on at the right time. Well, the only thing without the transmission was my old CRT, so yeah. At the craftsmanship, let me tell you. Left no trace whatsoever on where anything came from. Even if you look at the metadata and the leaked files left of all the devices after the transmission ended, there's nothing. Perfect crime, then? Not perfect, compared to the other attacks like the first leak that started riots out around here. This one is sloppy. More specifically, the means of destroying evidence wasn't as effective as other occasions. But thanks to the commotion at the bank, any attempts to investigate further were curbed by the madness that followed. I see. Well, I must keep moving. Oh yeah. Name's Tomcat, by the way. There we go. Finally said his name. Nice meeting you. Huh, the registry cleared up too. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. Alright, careful out there. All booze and no firecrackers make Dana a dull girl. Aw, poor Dana. Jill's thinking a lot about Kiramiki. Buying one of her posters will prevent her from getting too distracted. You've been talking a lot with that Alma girl. Jealous? Because you want to be there with her. You want to be there with her. Kiramiki poster. Hey, we're actually at $10,000. Alright, so, something important we gotta do. We need to make sure we do a specific save. I'm gonna save it right here. This will become important later. Surviving in Glitch City. Unless I'm mistaken, my grandpa lived here before they turned it into Glitch City. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy, a self-deprecating thread. Don't trust the wet nights and don't go out after 5 p.m. unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You have to line up for flour, lol. Get used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now, but I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is. So coming here was a mistake? Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I want to take them out. Do it while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving the city, lol. Soon we won't even be able to escape. Crying face. Can you even get some weed in this crap hole somewhere? Yeah, just PM'd you a good dealer. GG. Augmented Eye. BTC closing 40% of the bars in Glitch City. Oh yeah, this. Late to the party, Augmented Eye. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City. It looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and a weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact in our earnings. We can't continue in the red, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't have more? Give me a break. Asshole. Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. Let's go. God be praised. First silly law I'm all in for. Let's go. No socks with sandals. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City, so as long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using the abominable combo. What do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Birth rate decreases as the youth prefers Lilim company. Being only with Lilim could be tiring, though. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke, but the reality is that the convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie May, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations will soon be announced to address the situation. Alright, cool. I'm actually going to save right now. Cool. Alright, so, a few things I actually want to ask, because we're going to be, these last 2 days apparently are crazy, according to the achievement stuff and all that sort of thing. But I want you guys to just think about all the characters we've met over Valhalla, okay? Think about all the characters. Think about just everything, okay? What is one character who we could serve this secret drink to? And when we do serve it to them, I want you to think about what type of character will appear. If you've played, or even seen, actually, 2064 Read-Only Memories, you'll know exactly who we have to serve the Flaming Maw to. But if you've never seen it, I think you're in for a treat. Let's go to work. Good evening. Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me that list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush? What? Client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backwards, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me, jukebox time, how goes Valhalla? Very interesting, very interesting. We've met 2 of the 3 Easter egg characters. Neon District, I really like the song! Holy shit. That was really loud. Time to mix drinks and change lives. You want with a crush, huh? This place, great. Oh, if it isn't... Oh, it's Kiramiki! It's her! This place, great! Hey, Jill, sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming. The door's open. Go ahead, the door to the left. Thanks. Hello there! Oh, hi there. The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's a dog doing in the bathroom?
Now, where did she... Oh, the hellhole, perfect. Hey kid, I'll have the usual.
Right. Huh, he remembered me after 2 weeks. Mr. Donald's usual drink. It's a big beer! Of course, it's the guy. It's the guy who always orders the big beer. Here.
This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports.
I forgot this guy's in this game, and we all hate him.
They're all asking for vacations and can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports.
I see no difference in my feet, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right?
Shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know.
Then why not try to rectify that image?
To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in the non-pleasant way. Zaibatsu Corp and company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, in the best case scenario, is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep my asses on the line.
Huh.
Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC have been going apeshit closing bars lately.
Oh yeah, that.
Yesterday, they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week, they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants.
Huh.
Not to mention, there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BCC after this whole thing.
Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlet talks about that.
Alright kid, let's try Moonblast now.
Come again?
Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time.
Moonblast? That's a new one for him. That is very new. You'd think this man would just keep drinking beers. What happened to the sound? I think I made this drink so fast. Oh, the sound effects. What the? Oh, fuck. The sound effects just shut off randomly. Wait, what the fuck? What is happening? I didn't just imagine things, right? First, the sound effects shut off themselves. But also, I think my mouse moved on its own to settings. I don't know if I imagined that or not. Let's keep going. Here.
Now, let's see what the ruckus is about.
So what brought you here?
Oh, right. Didn't you see a Lilim coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. He's the one from the Encore concert coming up.
Not really.
She jumped to the roof then?
Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview?
Not really, just hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring.
Why, though? Are you that bored? Don't you have, like, a family or something?
Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo being hard as fucking curious as shit right now.
God, this guy's an asshole. This is why we hate him.
I'd want to know just how detailed those King Class CH-1A models are, personally.
And so you followed her.
I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson.
You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something?
A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So, that Lilm isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight, or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver.
Right, let's give him a pile driver, literally. I think we all want to suplex this guy, right? Here.
Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her.
Guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you. It's nothing really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Sure. Something sweet. Oh, we already know that this is the most expensive thing. I've learned to give people the expensive drinks. Here. Thanks. So, do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like you'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. Figure, wait, you are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really? We're both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. Weirdly enough, she's not wrong. Like, it's always weird when you hear, like, oh, this person and their producer or manager are, like, together or something. Like, because there's conflicts of interest and such. But after working at so many different places, like, constantly, I've seen my fair share of, like, coworkers getting together, even though there's usually rules in, like, the employee handbook, where it's like employees aren't supposed to get together or anything like that. But I've seen it happen so many times, and it's just because you're always working with the same people, you see them so much, that you just kind of get those feelings. So I can understand it. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. He's a stick in the mud when planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious, in my opinion. I have many fans, doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. And not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. Something tea-like. If I remember correctly, something bitter but girly is fine too. Well, I gave her the Mulan. Mulan tea. Here. Perfect. Hey, you're a King Class CH-1A, right? That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and DFC-72s? We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line likes that, or the resilience of the DTs-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice simulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Ah, I see. Hey Jill, will you go to my next concert? Heard every ticket was sold out, never mind how expensive they are. So I'm guessing that's a no, sorry. Now you will. Here. Is this? It's a ticket for my Encore concert. Sorry it's not a better seat, but I only get so many free tickets. No, I mean, this is amazing. I don't know if I can accept it, though. You will. It even has a backstage pass so we can talk afterwards, and you'll tell me how it was. Why give it to me? I don't know. I like you. You're attentive and hear me out. That behavior should be rewarded more. Well, thanks. God, it feels so weird to get a gift. And from a celebrity, no less. Don't think too much about it. You deserve it. Although, I guess I can understand how you feel about receiving gifts. Yeah, she is very, very nice. I met a few celebrities, and some of them are very closed off. Some are really, really chill, though, and super nice. And I get very, very misunderstood. The perks of laser tag. I can't. So I can't say who. Publicly, but like, there's what I'm gonna say. I got my quarter. I was flipping a quarter in my hand. Now it's gone. Oh. I found my pencil though, so cool. All right. I'm just gonna say that there is one celebrity that we serviced at the laser tag arena. That it was just myself and one other person who got to service. I won't say who it is because privacy and everything. But by far, one of the most chill people I've met. Even if it was only for like a 2-hour like kind of sort of event and thing, it was just them. Super chill and just super nice. And like it was just a fun, it was a memorable experience that I have always kept with, because it was just none of my family believed me because I wanted to let them know. I was like, I just did this, and they're like, nah, you're fucking lying. But real talk, the person in particular is super, super cool. Anyway, I don't like feeling as though I got something for free. Luckily, I've thought of a way of not feeling so bad about it. How? Just giving my all on stage. They gave those gifts to me after watching me perform. It's only natural for me to do my best and give it my all as a way to repay them. I should give it my all, make some drinks then. Of course. I see. Well, I've got to go, but let's have a Sparkle Star first. All right. Sparkle Star for Miss Idol. Also, we've not been putting alcohol in many people's drinks, by the way, when it gets optional. Interesting. Sparkling. Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. Boss, Gil's back. I'll take my break. All right. I have actually something interesting that I'm planning, but we'll worry about that later. Sneaky, sneaky Kit. Note to self, buy oil for that door. Sus. Maybe. Because gotta think about the compliment for the next 2 days. True. Well, he just went to flirt. I remember the song! You went to go flirt with a girl. Alright then. Yo, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of the boss's chicken buckets. Did boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Right. Greetings. Ah, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with a Bleeding Jane today. Bleeding Jane for Stella. By the way, have any of you guys tried to figure out who the last person to get the Flaming Moi is? Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Sai? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh, it's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean, really clean. Dana or Gil? Okay. Gil is the one you can owe to that to. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey, Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white night suits. I think I heard or read something about it but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how was a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... Sorry. After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynchings, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they were able to move. So between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, they ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on the race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of armor fetch a high price these days. Can anyone see any profit from that research to justify those expensives? It's new tech, a whole new field ripe with patents just open for many, so I'd say yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks, I can see how. There is one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique? The guy had a really small unit, 5 people including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor were heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of henshin heroes. Hen what? Bam! They looked really gaudy. They were Power Rangers. He literally made his suits as a Power Ranger. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces, but regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Corp has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corp because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamount to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconic Trotnian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with theme parks or the like. Those are dystopians of their own. But I like theme parks! Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just the front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corp chose. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing. Yeah. So what you were saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park? I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. No, seriously, hen what? Can I get a Brantini here, please? Sure. Give her a Brantini. Here. Thanks. So I take it you're in a good mood today. Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kira Miki Encore concert. Nice. Oh right, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? I'm sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name, though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true. Amazing. I know, she even got me a ticket for the concert. She what? I had to twist some arms to get tickets for the Encore concert. Not only did you get them free, but the idol herself gave them to you. Do you have any idea how jealous I am right now? It'll be interesting. You're gonna enjoy the hell out of it, trust me. This will be my first live concert of her, but I've seen every other concert of hers on video. They all have such a magical aura to them. Everyone says they have to be seen to be believed. Stella better bring Psy. Stella better bring Psy. I want y'all to know. Really like her music, huh? It makes me happy, what can I say? I love listening to it when I'm feeling down. Hell, it even helped me when I was worried sick about Psy at the bank. It made me forget all of my worries, even if for a while. Oh, I see. Say, Jill, you want to come to the concert with us? Us? I invited Psy because I managed to get 2 tickets. You want to come with us both? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'd love to. I didn't want to go by myself, but are you okay with that? I don't want to be a burden. Of course, the more the merrier. Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance, and you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. I wonder if I can get in the disabled line with Psy and her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you give me a classic drink? Sure. Stella wants something classic now. Interesting. Well, let's check our classic drinks. So beer is 200. Bleeding Jane's 200. We could probably do a beer. Frothy water. Yeah, let's do, we could do like a beer or something, right? Beer's pretty classic and vintage. But, I don't know, what if I were to do, I don't know, this? Nah, let's make the beer. Here. Thank you. Do you have many servants around the house, Stella? I do, but they've been with us for so long, they're pretty much family. My dad has always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you and everyone wins. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering. He actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend the plants. Man, that sounds nice. Let me know if you're ever in need of a job. I might find you something. Thanks for the offer. Wait. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I'm get that trying to crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in the database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal, let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are, by all means, illegal. The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it, though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens with when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious, though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point of our lives. True. Very true. Absolutely true. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please come again. Ladies and gentlemen, by fake serving a flaming moi to a cat girl, you find another cat girl. Meet our third secret client from 2064 Read Only Memories. Once again, I'll tell you guys her name. Jess. So yeah, once again, if you know that there was a cat girl in 2064 Read Only Memories and then found out that you're serving a cat girl in this game, you can very quickly figure it out. The problem, and based on the achievement looking that I did, it seems like Stella will never ask for a classy drink. The closest is a classic drink. But apparently by making the flaming moi when she asks for the classic drink and then resetting and serving her something else, which I served her a beer, it still triggers it. Yeah, meet Jess. Excuse me, is this the Rad Shiba bar? Hello? Somebody fell for that one. Yeah, but we prefer to call it Valhalla. What can I get you? Let's try the Sugar Rush. Certainly. Let's get her Sugar Rush. Here. Thanks. You don't look like you're from around here, miss. Call me Jess. I'm from Neo San Francisco, actually. I came here to see the Mega Christmas I hear so much about. I've always wondered why it's called Neo San Francisco. Is it like Neo Tijuana, or is it more like New Mexico? Wait, there's a New Mexico? Still, that's a good question. What tipped you off that I'm not from around here? The fact that you're a hybrid. Really? I thought Glitch City was the world's genetic engineering mecca. Every time you hear about a breakthrough in genetic engineering, it's most likely came from here. That's true. It's all true if you have the money. Glitch City has some awesome advances, but many of them are gated behind giant walls of cash. Like genetic modifications or prosthetics. Is it really that bad? Let's say I wanted a treatment to change my hair color to yellow and my eyes to amber. Simple stuff, 2 shots. But just for the hair, I need to save minimum wage paychecks for 10 years. Not only that, insurers still refuse to cover genetic modifications, even the medical ones. Weird, I mean, nowadays genetic modifications are pretty common everywhere else. I don't understand much about it myself. I think the exorbitant import fees levied by the city are a deducing factor in the whole pricing situation. Maybe it has to do with how devaluated our currency is. Maybe it's both these things and then some. I see. Oh, but look at me rambling. Can I get you anything else? Let's try the Brantini. Sure, let's get a Brantini. I really like how she looks. Just looks super cool, dude. I like it. Here. Thanks. It's interesting, though. Hybrids are well received around here. Might have something to do with hybrids usually having lots of money. I guess it could be an example of higher classes establishing beauty standards or something. It will make me a more likely target for mugging, then. Everyone is a likely target for mugging. You just stick out a bit more than the rest. You do well to remain vigilant anyways. Thanks for the advice. Hey, mind if I ask something? Go ahead, no problem. Are cat boomers hybrids? No, I don't think so. While there is genetic modification going on, it's more akin to being born with 6 fingers. A side effect of a treatment, if you will. Really? Because there seem to be countries where cat boomers are considered hybrids. True, but think about it for a second. Let's say you got a treatment for a skin condition, and the side effect was getting scaly skin. There's hybrids with scales of skin, but your skin has a side effect. The scales might just be dead skin. Even if legally the scaly skin could make you a hybrid, you're not one necessarily. Even if it's the law, laws can be wrong too. Yeah, you're right. Sorry about asking so many things. Oh, I don't mind. I guess you really don't see many hybrids around, huh? Oh, right. Could you give me directions to the Artemis Will Mall? Sure, let me grab a piece of paper. Let's see. Turn right when you see a frat house. Here you are. Thanks a lot. Goodbye. Please come again. All done? I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the idle girl left him like that, it seems. You think? It might have been while he was out. True. Hey, boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am. Yeah, why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade, what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show, it just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Oh, I didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh well, wait, what? Come here, fuckboy! Fuckboy! Oh, what a Mars! Have a good rest of your day. Take it easy. Thank you for stopping by. I like the adorable emotes. 8th grade what? Who would have thought we'd get a bonafide idol in the bar? True. Another flawless service. Let's go, dude. There we go. I feel like an adult and focus. So we got 2 more achievements that you guys can't see. We have gotten every single bill paid, and Jill's focused every single time. Jill will have a roof on her head for another month. This sense of relief will make sure she focuses at work. We did it! However, we're about to hate life in a bit. But we'll see that in a moment. Augmented Eye! Oh, hold on. Let me go to the shop real quick. And actually, I'm going to buy sorted cartridges and a PC9X. We'll go about that in a bit. We have a roof over our heads for another month. Yay! New Lilium regulations, but people look more robot-like about the day too. The current regulations preventing Lilium from looking too human have been working well so far, but Glitch City's government is planning to create even more new laws so as to enforce robot-like features among the Lilium in a bid to reduce identity theft. Glitch City, the first nation to adopt the current standard in artificial intelligence and robotics, was the first to allow robots into normal society, quickly giving them necessary rights so as to sustain the long-term experiment in their role in human evolution. Unfortunately, the first year saw numerous reports of identity theft, resulting in the need for more stringent measures. It is unknown what kind of laws we'll have in the future regarding their existence. After the Great Earthquake, salvage agents are a new rage. In Australia? Australia is a tad more complicated than that. The Great Earthquake that sank large portions of the world 5 years ago also created... Whoa. Wow, I'm sorry. Oh, what the fuck? It's like a weird fly. 5 years ago, also created an unexpected new profession, salvage agents. Summer Aki is one of these salvagers, and she shares her experience with the Augmented Eye. Seeing big cities like Tokyo and places like Caracas, several kilometers below the ocean's surface, that's something that gets to you, you know? Millions lived there before the Great Earthquake, and it's on me to retrieve their memories, their lives. Aki is now working to retrieve items from the research facility in the Tagashima Island in Japan. Grand Slam Fighters crowns a new heavyweight champion. So exciting. If only I understood what's going on. But I just saw the fucking bug again. How did a bug fucking get in here? This room is like fucking whatever. Glitch City's most popular pro wrestling promotion crowned a new heavyweight champion yesterday, with Giant Yusuke taking the gold from fellow Japanese wrestler Justin Liger. After previous champion 66 American Kid was forced to relinquish the title due to a head injury, GSF decided to hold a tournament to find a new title award holder. The match ended after an epic 30-minute bout, with Giant Yusuke applying a massive German suplex for a 3 count. During an interview with AE, Giant Yusuke told us through a translator that he was waiting for 66 American Kid to recover and won't rest until I beat him clean. And Kiramiki! Valhalla. I don't know if I want the bard to suddenly become a fan tourist hotspot. The name sounds silly and a bit hard to pronounce. Good thing it's actually called Valhalla. The funny numbers and letters are just a code. Anyway, I visited this cute and small bar downtown twice after getting lost for a bit. I think the area was called Neon District. At first it was a bit scary because I forgot my way back, but once I got in there, I felt really safe and at home. The bartenders are a bunch of sweethearts and the boss was such a class act. I even took a photo with her and sent a video to her little sister. I look forward to visiting again, and the drinks are very tasty even though they weren't made of real alcohol. Alright, are you guys ready to play video games? How do you guys feel about Toho? Shmups. I'm a pretty princess! Listen, I'm actually a pretty big fan of shmups. Apparently, this is supposed to be very, very difficult. Ow. We'll figure it out. Damn. This is going to be pretty difficult, though. It's been a while since I played a shmup. I played Toho, and I was actually pretty decent at it. Whoo! That was close. Fuck. Here we go. So here's the thing with shmups. I don't know how many people play them, but like, you really just want to focus on survival more than anything. Like, sure, you can try to get as many points as you can, but survival is more important than anything. So, especially with one that's this, just want to focus on just surviving. As you can see, it can be pretty difficult. Fuck. Here's the thing. We have to beat this level. I think there's only one level or something. And, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna give it a few attempts, but, if we don't beat it, it's not the end of the world. Much of a screen. There's too much on the screen? Are you talking about too much of the glowing balls and such? That's the thing, is what you should only be looking at is ah, fuck me. Essentially, what you only should be watching when you're playing this is you just hold down the button and just make sure you just barely survive different areas. That's it. You just want to make sure that you're like proper, like you can stay back so that way you have a lot of space to move. But like you want to make sure that you're just kind of staying back far enough and only paying attention to the balls. You want to stay, like when you're playing shoot 'em ups, you want to only pay attention to the things like the glowing orbs. Because if you pay attention to anything else, you're going to get hit. And you want to survive more than get points. Back in the day, you know, people wanted to get like high scores and everything. But for me, when I played this game, or when I played shoot 'em ups, it was always about survival. Survival was the absolute most important thing. So you might see that there's a lot on the screen, but really what it comes down to is just making sure that you're surviving. And some people can't handle it, and that's perfectly fine. Like, it is definitely something that takes a while to get used to. But, like, once you start recognizing the patterns and everything, it gets a bit easier, honestly. So, like, right now, I'm just staying back. And just making sure that I'm just shooting and just surviving. Because once again, survival is more important than the points. And keep in mind, there are 0 points. There are literally 0 points. So why would you try to go for points when there's no reason? There you go. So, yeah. It might be a little bit hard to pay attention to. And that's completely understandable. But that's, like, the thing with me in these sort of games. Like, you'll see, like, professional Toho players doing, like, a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But for me, like, I only focus on survival when I'm playing shoot-'em-ups. No, I'm not the best by any means. Don't get me wrong. I'm not that good at shmups. But I'm good at staying alive in games, as some of you guys may know. So yeah, once it gets to this part, like, once again, it's purely just, okay, where do I go to survive? We don't need to worry about, you know, we don't need to worry about getting as many points as possible. We want to survive and beat the final boss. That's all you want to worry about. If you've not seen Toho, though, I highly recommend looking up Toho. Because if you think that this is bad, Toho's worse. The problem with Toho is that, like, the reason I stopped playing Toho way back when is because I always was really bad about the hitboxes. Because, weirdly enough, but hitboxes in Toho are, like, kind of crazy. Like, there's things that it looks like you should get hit, but you don't. And some people have, like, mastered that stuff. Like, absolutely mastered. And it's pretty cool. I never did, because it just confused me. So, we should be a lot better off right now. I was thinking playing up close was probably a good idea, but I don't think so anymore. I think just playing it back. So this is, I think, the part where we died, so we should be okay, for the most part. And once again, there's only 3 different types of enemies compared to, like, the other, like, shmup games. So we have blue enemies that will only fire a field, greens go up and down, and when they bounce, they start firing bullets, but they only fire them in specific directions. But here's the thing, like, I love these sort of, like, hitting games. When we played Stardew Valley, or when I played Stardew Valley, there was the Prairie King one, like that mission, or that little mini game. And I'm one of the few people who has the achievement to do it without getting hit at all. And that was pretty awesome for me. That was our first hit. It's fine. The only thing I'm worried about is if/when there's a boss. Because if there's a boss, which I think is about to happen right now, there's going to be a lot of things on screen that I'm just going to need to focus on. So if I get really quiet... Yep, there's our boss. Once again, survival is what you're focusing on. Don't worry about where you're hitting. You just want to survive. As I said, survival's key. I might die here, actually.
Hopefully I won't because it's the boss, but, you know, never know. That was risky. Got her! Boom! Let's go, dude! Third try. Justice. Yeah, people really aren't the best at shmups. But let's be real, your boy here knows how to play shmups pretty easily. Alright, save right here. Alright, time. For this day. Alright. I think we're pretty good with all the achievements though now. Good evening. Gil, are you humming Shine Spark? Ah, hey Jill. Are you okay? Are you in love maybe? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they fucked. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? I want to have 7 minutes in heaven with Alma. No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations! I haven't seen you this happy since, well, never. What? Why oh no? Gil's lucky. Oh no, I just saw the name. Oh, it's this fucker. Today's escapades will bring us to the familiar place and... Shit. Gil, I'm out. I'm gonna... That's a fast, flat bartender, if that's even your real name. Last time my viewership had a weird peak while I was passed out. So I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Yeah. Do I have something in my face? This guy totally fucked. No doubt about it, that gleam in his eyes is unmistakable. Whatever, just keep it down. Jill, isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here. No, sorry. I'll be back in my office then. Anyway. That's weird, okay. Skyline. You guys know I really like this song. It's pretty good. Time to mix drinks and change lives. It's Betty and Teal! You are too happy and you are too mopey. What happened? I was right. Yeah? That Laura girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. Say, that girl. I'm not here! Sorry? Isn't she the one that passed out last time? Anyways, Betty was right and that deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. A Friday beer for cheerful Betty. Dude, the thing that people order the most is beer. Here. Woo! So the girl was actually infatuated with him. You should have seen her screaming from the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliched for my taste. Brr. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. He doesn't seem particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your coworker, holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Gil. Oh! The face is unmistakable. The face of a guy that got some and enjoyed every moment. Back to deal, though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. I'll have a bloom light. Okay. You'll serve a bloom light and something non-alcoholic. Bloom light. Start with that. Makes this easy. Non-alcoholic. What's our most expensive non-alcoholic drink? $200's a bleeding chain. Bleeding Jane it is, because this one's the 4. Right?
BRB.
Here. Thanks. Same. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters, what do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, and Jessica. That's a lot of them. Wow. Or should I say, didn't share the bed sheets, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict, too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, teetotaler, and chews with a mouth open. What do you think, Jill? That you must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean about the piece of scrap situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this, Gil. He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Was it fucking in Cloud 9? What about Sneaky Sneaky? I'll be damned, she actually hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start there. Ask her out sometime. Get to know her. Maybe she'll change your mind. Maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you'll lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilim. So I don't know how well it applies to you. These things are humans and all but organs nowadays anyway. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fellow's a good catch if I do say so myself, and King Cheese agrees. And like I said, humans and all but organs. You've surely encountered the Lilim that you sometimes forget are not humans. Well, we live in weird times, but hey, they only make them more interesting. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilim, though. Well, Glitch City is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilim integration, so... Anyway, just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that. It's quite the inspired advice, if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. Alright, easy enough. Whoops. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, aged mixed. There you go. Here. And now we reach a stalemate. I normally take the piano man, but I feel there's a symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order that then? Huh? I hate Laura. You what? She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of scrap, not hers. You're mine, mine! Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't, for the life of me, leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know? Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So you won't leave me? I'd worry myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh yeah, we're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come. We'll come. Are you sure? We will. Fine, we'll be here, Jill. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Bill. Please come again? Party? I'd love to go! But I told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the year with a party myself, so... Sorry. I totally forgot she was already here. Man, that was such bliss. Still, I can see how traffic spike things get fun here. And just like the last time, I need to show my viewers something fun. Give me something nasty. Something nasty again. We know that's the Piano Man. That's the nasty drink that they got last time. It was super expensive. It was a sour promo and strong drink. Man, I'm glad I'm remembering this stuff, dude. Here you go. Here. This is the... Hold on. It was nasty, all right. And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. Yeah? It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural you get your own copy of my theme song. No, thank you. Don't be shy. Let me give you one. I mean it. No, thank you. Well, too late. It's already in your player. Hey, Caitlin. How's it going? And true, you're right. That can't... How in the ever flipping fuck did you do it? Magic. That's bullshit. Video editing magic. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, whatever. Hey, weren't there dogs? Last time we talked about this place like it was this zany heaven of sorts, but I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like? Good question. Where are the dogs? Either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival, or they just haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, yet this is the same old bar like last time. I might see you for the fake advertising, you know? Now that I think about it, maybe boss just donated money to the sewer thing. and then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Oh well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I miss them, but they should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what'd you say? I was asking if there were any news stories. This is not a newspaper, you know. Nor is it a crazy stories on demand streaming service. That's a big fat lie and you know it. Shut up. But I said nothing. Or I meant, so shut that idea up. Yeah, that. Oh well, last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason. I want to find out why. Maybe Pretty Boy over there could tell us the story of who he fucked. He's so distracted he won't even make a retort. It's amazing. I guess there's something worth saying, but... Then I want to hear it! Well, Kiramiki came yesterday again. You're shitting me. You expect me to believe she came all the way here again? Do you even have proof like the glass from last time? Well, if I may interject... You've been listening, boss? The walls are pretty thin. Oh. Anyway, she did. I even took a pic with her. She did what? Let's see. What? Why? I try to make an appointment with her and she's always busy. But you sit there and she just comes waltzing over? It's not fair. If I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. I was just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? You're not wrong. Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client, much like the last time. A really nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number. If she ever comes back, you let me know, you hear? Not gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will you? Okay. Something girly? Sugar Rush is 150, a Sparkle Star is 150, a Blue Fairy is 170, a Fluffy Dream is 170, Sunshine Cloud is 150, and a Moonblast is 180. We'll give you a Moonblast. Weird of her to ask for a girly drink. That's a new one. From Streaming Chan, I think. Here. Phew, let's just chill a bit. It's still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you? Eh? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good. Are you hitting on me? Yeah, I'm not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave. Pronto. Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun. Another nuisance shows up. Wah! Joe hates me! It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, you're curious, right, about Fuckboy's partner? Wanna know who it was? Do you know? Maybe, maybe not. That maybe not settles it then. Not taking any chances. Oh, come on! Bartender, you're making a lot of faces there. It's nothing, really. Did the two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey, Joe, inner and outer voice, remember? Fuck. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy, I mean. Say, you're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That way I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug. And wouldn't you know, I can actually make it premium time if I go commando. Huh. But come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Do something. I'm not a dog. You can't just ask me to roll over, you know. Mind if I entertain you a bit then? Boss? You and Gil take a break. I'll entertain the missy here. Alright. Jill, by the way, by that I meant take Gil with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road and right into a truck's grill. Heh, grilled Gil. Right. Alright, Gil, come with me. Eh? Hey, we get to hang out with Gil! We get to hang out with Gil, finally! It's been forever. Let's go! It's Gil time! Want one? No thanks, I don't smoke. Alright, I got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Gil didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer! True. She's sending congratulations her way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So who was the lucky girl? So it was a guy. I never thought you'd swung that way. It wasn't a guy, so it was a girl, and you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative so long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know to get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stones so much, though? Well, after that idol girl came yesterday again, I looked up her discography and I can't stop humming or listening to them. Alright. Oh god, you didn't fuck the idol girl, did you? No? Why would that be a problem, though? Oh no, it just feel weird. Well, that's that for the break. Let's go back. All right. Oh, and Gil? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I mean it. That way I won't tease you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. Aw, I want to know more about Gil. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. I wonder if Alma would find me attractive. I know the answer is no, but like I could think about it, you know. I like the song. And that's that. Back. What were you two doing back there? Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? I love how everybody knows. And that's the worst part, is that if you ever... This is gonna be a weird conversation. If you ever, like, this entire situation actually does happen. That's the funny thing. Usually, like, the person, if a guy has sex the previous night, and they're actually somebody who, like, you know, really wanted to, it's not like a one-night stand, it was actually with somebody they really, really liked, you'll see that gleam in their eye and, like, that complete reverse attitude the next day. It happened at Laser Tag Arena quite a lot. Actually, kind of when I first started working there, because there's this one guy who was always nervous, and then the next day he was super happy, and like you can see him like just staring off into space, just like smiling, and everyone on shift that day was like, oh yeah, he had sex, easy. China's the face of a man who fucked to death recently. See, Gil, you're making it too obvious. Oh, what do we have today? I have a gut punch coming right. What? Nothing. Dorothy wants a gut punch? Is the world ending? Here. Stop looking at me like that. Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Lilum tongues are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs, and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235x. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I say I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations you can make a seismograph with them. Huh. And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. After all that, all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know, looking up all this stuff suddenly made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I feel like I'm here right now. Glad to hear that. Alright then, let's try something sweet now. Something sweet, that's more like it, true. Piano Woman is the most expensive. I love it, like, every time I see Piano Woman, I'm like, yep, Piano Woman, Piano Man, those are the most expensive drinks on the menu. Let's get them here. Ah, nice. To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. But I'm here talking to you, and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversations with AIs. But after a bit, they just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. That always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you here right now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical. Oh, you flatter me. Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilum. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. Lilum managed to create biological life years ago now. It will all have come full circle. So what should I take from this is, you love me. Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with the Sugar Rush. Oh, okay. Sugar Rush, pretty simple. Also, I'm going to tell you guys about an idea I have after this. Here, even in doubt, my love for these is real. How romantic. So I take it the Solicit problem got solved? Yep. All the reality crisis started the other day. I'm a guardian. Call her mom. Nobody's judging you. Mom decided to meet with the mother of her daughter's girlfriend. It was a very emotional meeting. They both said they felt like they closed a long chapter. I was moved, but that's when it set in. Why was I moved? I never met any of them, so where do these feelings come from? Why do I feel things? Do I really feel them? What tells me someone else isn't pressing a button to make me feel that? What tells me I'm in my body? What is real? Boom. Oh, don't worry, by the way. I'm fine. Thank God, it's natural to see you down like that. Man, that go-go was a blast! Don't you feel like taking a bit more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee's too much of a prick, and Gogo is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh, fuck. Well, I tried, Jill. I'll be in my office. Cute little girl, Ilum! Cam girl! Oh, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey, Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Not again. Okay, let's take a recommendation for you. What should I drink next? Try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, Sugar Rush over here. Bartender. Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please. Right, Sugar Rush again. Here. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay! So, what are you doing on my turf? Streaming Chan. Yes? No, I mean, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name, then? Behind Streaming Chan's awesome mask, there's the humble Nicole Chen. Humble. Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started, I called myself Nico Chen. I changed websites, so the name felt a bit out of place, thus became Streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan, though, so I just went along with it. Oh, yeah, I get it. At one point, I was going to call myself Dolores Hez, but then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came, I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. And so I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Oh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Money here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack her shell. Shut up. See? You just need to say the right thing at the right time, and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Don't play hard to get. You know it's true. Hey, Stream Girl. That's me! I regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send the draft to his lawyer as it had a couple of additions, but, let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. Oh, fuck. No. Oh, so he used the contract to... Yep, he cut into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick are punishment enough. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind if he jacked off onto an image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back on the deal were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people, seriously. Dick paper cuts. I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know how they could be a problem. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Dude, I'm gonna be the same way, Gil. Gil, I understand that feeling. I don't want to go into it. Huh. But you know what? I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. Alright? 2 big beers, honey. Now I need 2 big beers. Oh, God. All I'm gonna say is rubber band. And for those who understand rubber band, cool. For those who don't worry about it. Here. Cheers! Cheers! Alright, I'm not feeling my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This'll be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. And man, was it a challenge. I wasn't just gonna stream over the water, I wanted some underwater action too. What did you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems, we just turned the jets off. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I also had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. Did you try chilling the cam a bit and putting in a bag with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. Made sure things looked good through the cam and started recording. Threw in some cooling packs and sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Didn't need any weight? Yep, luckily the guy was into bodybuilding, so we used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck, but that's another story. It was all a success, but it was also the last time I had sex on a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water, I felt like I was dying midway through it. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it, or I would have surely died. At least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Last time I had sex on a jacuzzi, my body got so hot the guy almost burned his dick. I considered investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational expensive that I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait, I think I should leave, but care to join me in escapades for the rest of the night? Can I plug my services at the end of the night? Sure. Then count me in. I've got the perfect stories. We'll just be on our way then. Goodbye, bartender. Bye, honey. Well, let's start the story. You see, there's this Mega Santa. Wait, seriously? They left. A pair made in hell. At least they look like they're having fun. The method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as fuck, though. But I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? Were we in the same place? Here, Jill. What's this? A bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients to deal with and keep it up. Well, tomorrow's the big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. Employee of the month! We got fantastic service and flawless service all the time. Either I'm getting older or that girl is too much even for me. You have no new notifications or reminders. Happy New Year. May all your wishes come true in a new bountiful year filled with health and joy. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Thanks. I'll go back. There's nothing new. Down for maintenance. We did it. And guess what? We're buying everything! We don't need anything! Oh, fuck. That's expensive. I'm buying it. So unnecessary. I just got an achievement called So Unnecessary. What is this? Fill the room with all the clutter. So, I'm just double checking a few things here. Oh. Day 19. Time to go to work, guys. Saturday, December 31st. Well, let's see. Gil's in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabriel will show up in any minute. Relax, everything will be alright, I can assure you of that. Drink something, maybe that'll help cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one, a reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go, you can do it. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years, now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Hey. You talk first. No, well... Some days ago I got a letter. And even odder that I'm getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know, I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yup. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? That's just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things. And she just says sorry? Sorry for what? For a fight? For not talking all these years? Ah, now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. God, that would have pissed me off. And you were pissed about the lack of 3. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table. She sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? Told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts or genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. The doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere. Maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe she had told me about it. I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. Eh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the Research Institute thing back then? And then the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here, I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Chill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though, if she only... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we're to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together? Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is to try to lighten up, even if only for a moment. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know? We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so... Let's just call all that water into the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger You? I have, yeah. Well, the truth is that I visit it from time to time. And the other day I read a thread and then discussed the bar, and the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad, more like dumbfounded. Hey Joe, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then, my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You're going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something that she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we got married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it would be best for me, but what about my freedom? My say in the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much, but you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted to break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led you to two fighting, huh? Yeah, you know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it, tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Eh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? I should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. I should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. We are quite the hotheads, you, me, and my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. Well, why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did that break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when you look back, you know? Now that it makes... Not that it makes it easier. I wouldn't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Eh? Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. Same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then! So, let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Let's make something to toast Gabby with, preferably something sweet. Sweet and non-alcoholic, probably. Big Blue Fairy probably is the best one. Let's do Blue Fairy. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond the right now, as I can give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. So, know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. Always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey! Want to add anything? Always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot. I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough, you idiotic idiot? Hog. Hey, Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead, that you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. Eh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash in some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said, that you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. We might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Right. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink last time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh, did you get back at her? Well, I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. Oh, G frickin' G. Also, Anna's back. And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. She said, so do you like eating me for lunch? Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course, how would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby, and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark one for your daddy. I think he has this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? Yeah, I guess that one wasn't as simple as they said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society and her circle of friends. Lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sister's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Dunno, Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Oh, I thought there was going to be a party here. Alma over here. Oh, party? I thought that was Jamie. That was yellow. I was like, that's got to be Jamie. But that's Alma. Small New Year's celebration. Want to stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? Also, Anna messed with the fucking settings again. If you don't mind me, great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Hey! Hey! That's it! I think. Maybe? I don't know why the screen's getting bright. I think Jill might have died. Nope. There he is. That's the end, y'all. That is the end of Valhalla Cyberpunk bartending action. Ah, brightness! It's so bright! So, assuming I've done everything right, which I think I have, we actually will be seeing multiple endings. So, we'll be seeing those here, I think, shortly. Assuming I did everything right. Honestly, this game was really, really good. But also very weird. Like, I think I'm just so used to games having like a direct, like, overarching story, right? Like a full overarching story that, like, remains prevalent throughout everything. But this game was kind of not that at all. Sure, there's Lenore and Jill, but that just kind of, like, that just kind of happened. Like, we kind of just learned about it and then, like, resolved it at the end. But I think this game was more about the overarching, the other stories. It's about the idea of just running a bar, learning about the people's stories in a bar, and just, you know, learning about all different types of people that you don't all know right off the bat. So the fact that this game has just all those different stories intertwined, I think it makes for a really good game. It's definitely really good. Would it be my top 10? Maybe. Possibly. This is one of the few games, though, where I've liked all the characters aside from two. Mr. Dawson, or Donovan D. Dawson, sorry, and Streaming Sean both were just annoying. And really just, Donovan made me want to punch him so many times, and Streaming Sean is just the epitome of all the stuff I know from Twitch and YouTube. But really, like, so many, unanswered questions, missed opportunities with characters. Well, asterisks, cheese. We'll get to that here in a bit. We'll get to that part in a bit, because we're not done with this game just yet. Just yet. Did you have fun? I did.
I did have fun. Game, do you wanna... Yep, I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you, though? Oh, that's Jill talking to Gabby. Yep, I was gonna be a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you, though? She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. So here's the question. Why are we not being with Dana? You're right. Good night, Jill. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Good stuff. (2016). So, assuming I've done everything right, we should be getting to 5 endings. I think. Game. So we're just gonna wait. Up there we go. Friday, February 3rd. This is good, really good. You have no idea how long I've wanted some curry. I remember I meant to eat some, but then I had to pay for some drinks I spilled on the floor. That screwed up my budget. Hey, it's Aurelio. No question mark. Oh, we look adorable. It's the least I could do after being such an obnoxious client. Yeah, about that. Mind if I ask something, Mr. Timothy Mercury? So you know? It's a small city. Turns out 2 very grateful girls soon became regulars, and both of them were related to you. So what's your question, bartender? Call me Joe. 2 questions, actually. The first one is, why did they brand you as a traitor? Because you killed the other guy? I don't know. It sounds weird considering the other guy assaulted 2 little girls. It was a cover-up. The guy was my superior. And a high-ranking officer like him assaulting innocent civilians? That would be unthinkable, on paper at least. On record, I hurt the girls and killed him before another unit subdued me. Then I escaped from their custody. In reality, that's all I needed to know. Sorry for bringing that up. Didn't you have another question? Yeah, how did you build this restaurant so fast? It's a small city. Turns out 2 very grateful girls tracked me down to thank me. One of them was rich, and the other noticed I smelled like curry. Heh, those 2 are really nice girls, huh? They didn't deserve what that bastard did to them. Excuse me. Oh, speaking of the angels. Timmy, 2 special curries, please. Oh, hi, Jill. Aww. Friday, January 20th. Oh god, I can't believe I'm actually here. The concert will begin any second now. Yeah! Wow, I've never seen her so openly excited before. Don't talk too loudly or you'll startle her. It's always nice to see her so happy she doesn't give a damn and let herself go. Aww. Aww. All the glow sticks. Look at all the glow sticks Stella has. You sure you don't mind me? Of course not. That way I won't be the only one with little clue as what's going on. Is it true that you've served this Kiramiki girl at the bar? As amazing as it sounds. Really nice girl, if a bit oblivious to the risks some people represent. How so? She doesn't mind stalkers and such. Oh. How's your wounds? Arm's doing fine, eyes healing nicely, and I can sleep better at night. Just what transpired inside that bank. It's not important anymore. What's important is that Stella will get me a job after I heal. She will? She's rebuilding a new armor set for me and wants me to be her bodyguard. I'd be paid for something I do anyways, and I'll get to spend more time with her. That's nice. I'd like to spread out and help more people, but it's a nice start. You want to be a vigilante then? Maybe. Yeah, she's coming out! It's her! It's actually her! Look, it started. Are you here, Joe? The song is for you! What? Aw. Aww. Good stuff. Saturday, February 25th. I can't believe you actually made me do that sleepover thing. You didn't have to accept, you know. Shut up. I'm having a good time. See, even Gabby is having fun. Relax a bit. Yeah, whatever. You know, Alma, you remind me a bit of my sis. I do? How? I always manage to get a reaction from Jill. Sis always said that Jill acknowledging your presence is the best way to know she likes you. You're talking too much, Gabby. Aww. It's different with you, though. With my sis, Jill was more frustrated.
Like this one time where she bought her a shirt that... You're talking too much, little girl. A shirt that what? That had a pic of a cucumber on it. Cucumber? Ow, just what are you doing with my hair? Sorry, I got stuck in one of my fingers. Seriously? So I'm a bit like Lenore then. No, you just remind me of her a bit. Moreover, my sister wasn't as ass. What that girl is trying to say is that you're tits and ass. You could build Lenore in half out of that mass. That just means there's enough to share with both of you. Share? You're talking too much, Alma. Oh. I got food waiting downstairs. So yeah, the guy had a fantasy about a woman castrating him. I tried for an hour to convince him it's a bad idea, and I finally got to him. Holy shit. We finally moved to the bedroom, and it turns out the guy has a weird implant with his testicles should be. It's basically a removable ball sack. I suppose the guy really liked that fantasy and made sure he could live it out properly. Dorothy, oh god. Here's Anna. What's our guy at the hospital in the emergency room after having been castrated to fulfill a fantasy? I wonder if it's the same guy. I have enough problems with just one, you know. Just one what? We're just listening to one of your anecdotes. You told me about the Neo Tijuana thing, and now this. Don't you have more subdued story? Come on, Joe, you're an adult. You can take that much. Shut up. Well, last time I spoke with my mom, I asked her the story of her daughter. It turns out her name was Anna. Aw. And now you pretend it's a surprise? Yeah, so apparently I guess then Anna is Dorothy's dead child. Quite you. She fought against nanomachine rejection for most of her life. She even lost a girlfriend she made in the hospital to that same sickness. Apparently, sometime after she got out of treatment, a truck hit her and killed her. But even then, she was amazing. She was? Eh? Yeah, she kept us up with her studies while still in the hospital. She was a self-taught honor student. Not only that, but she also ranked among the top 5 candidates in at least 3 college admission exams. She also played the piano and guitar. While being confined to a room does that, I guess. I mean, fully able-bodied people could barely do half of that. But she practically accomplished all that by herself. And she also beat nanomachine rejection, a disease that only 2% of humans suffer and even less survive. It took a trucking truck to take her down. She was great, and to think I'm sort of like her sister. Silly Becky. Honey, did you say something? I did not. Weird, I swear I heard somebody call me Silly Becky. Come again? It's not uncommon for me to hear stuff from far away and think I've heard it nearby, but you're the only one nearby that knows my real name, so it was weird. Oh well, as I was saying, the ballsack guy. Oh god. Sunday, August 27th. Damn, that's a jump. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to the city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. But and you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and valves are. But I already know. They're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about that control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes, Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine. 4-ball. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. I don't know what I'll do. I'll do just fine. You did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yes, but... We're leaving! Oh yeah, before I forget. I left your box of condoms in the first drawer on the desk, Gil. What? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my Imoto there, and I don't want their eyes soiled. Imo who? Little sister. Then just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First stop, Panama. Hey, here you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the tile screen on a bar will let you start over from day 1 while keeping your items and money. There we go. And that's it. Kind of. That's all the endings. We got them all. So, assuming I did everything right, I should only be missing 6 achievements. And I am. Let's go. Alright, so... we are not done with this game just yet. She lied. And there's Gabby there. Gabby's now here. So, we have a few more things we're going to do. I'm going to talk to you guys about them right now. And actually, I'm going to be ending off the stream because I got food and I got a few things I got to work on before we get to more streams for today. So, there is a bad ending in this game. Which is why I have this save.
I'm going to spend a bunch of money next stream and get the bad ending of the game. We're going to breeze through it and show that as the first thing. But we also have the Anna chapters. I was going to play this originally because I thought that's what I needed to do, because I read that it had something to do with before the game. Well, there's the prologue and then there's Anna chapters. We're going to do the prologue first, and then we're going to do the Anna chapters. They're just a bit extra story, but we're going to do that as a complete separate stream, because I want to show off kind of everything else for this game. Except for one thing. Let's go load that file real quick. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to show you guys something. Let's get to some place where we need to make a drink. Mr. Donovan. Let's look through these drinks, right? So we got some, some alcoholic drinks, a Carmatrine, got some non-alcoholic. But then we get optional Carmatrine. If you guys remember, way at the beginning of the game, when we first streamed this game, talked about the fact that when it says optional Carmatrine, you can either do none, you can do a little bit, or you just fill up the rest of a 10. So in this case, if I were to make a blue fairy, we'd fill it with 5 extra Carmatrine, 5 additional shots of alcohol. This would be 4 shots. 4 shots. So on and so forth. 4 shots. 7 shots. 7 shots over there. 6 shots. I want to do another run of this game. And I was thinking about back on the old the YouTube channel. I'm going to say old YouTube channel, but technically it's still around, still somewhat functions. I want to do a Let's Play where we go through every single day, but we give the customers as much alcohol as possible. If they ask for a drink that has optional Carmatrine, we fill it to the max and see what happens. Since I've already played through the game, I obviously know what happens and everything, right? But what happens, like, let's maybe play through the game again and kind of get an idea of what could have happened and such, I think it would be interesting. Because I've been thinking about doing Let's Plays again, right? I wanted to put some actual content on the main channel. And I'm thinking that maybe the best idea would be to play through some games again that I've already played, but using different options. Or just playing them again on a different console. I'm going to put this idea kind of on freeze for right now. But I just want to let you guys know that we're not done with Valhalla. We still got one more stream left of this game. But I'm also going to do a Let's Play where we just make sure that all optional drinks, optional Carmatrine drinks, doesn't even matter how much money we make from it or anything. If it has optional Carmatrine, we choose it and we fill it with as much alcohol as we possibly can and see what happens. I'll let you guys know on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Katathi, when that happens, or when it'll be showing up. But I do want to start doing Let's Play stuffs again, so it'll be interesting. All right. With that being said, I'll just make him a beer and then I'll exit. Oops. There we go. Cool. But with that, this game was fun. I really enjoyed it. Hope you guys did as well. Like I said, one more stream. We'll do that in the future. I'll let you guys know kind of what goes on and so on and so forth. We still have 2 more games that I'm going to be streaming today. I just don't know what. I do want to do Final Fantasy 14 today.
is fun stuff. But I also don't know like what else, like if we were gonna play like maybe Mario Golf or something. Like I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know. But with that, I'm gonna end off the stream. I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed Valhalla. It was absolutely amazing, fun time. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. Of course, my name's Katathi. I'll see you guys next time for more variety gaming. See you guys later. Peace. Bye, everybody.